welcome to another episode of the TBD Gaming Podcast. I'm your host Harry. Joining me today, our usual friends of the show. We have Adri.
There's no I in team, but there's two I's in winning.
Oh god damn. Oh. Okay. Welcome Adri. Zergg, say something else.
say, say hi.
You can say hi. You can say anything else except whatever that Adri just said.
What did Jason Momoa say in Spanish?
I can't remember. Everything is wrong. I just
Suddenly you don't
memorized
remember. I thought you was clever. You were clever just now. You say something very clever.
he will post it again in the WhatsApp group. Don't worry. He will post a random Spanish word and it will be like, that Jason Momoa said this.
And I will be
my God.
questioning what is that actually? What is it referring to? And no idea.
No context.
Yeah, no
No
context at
context.
all.
No context.
All right. Anyway, Zerg is here. Reese is still not here. I guess he's still busy, which is a shame because he should be in this particular episode because I'm
Correct.
sure he had a lot of things to say of our main topic today.
He did. He
yep.
did.
He did. You will make for some pretty interesting discussion if he's here. But anyway, no worries.
Mhm.
Today our only topic today will be the Nintendo Switch 2 Direct. But before we go into the most interesting part, but let's talk about what have we been playing. The quick one. What have we been playing over the past 2 weeks? Want to share, Adri?
Yes, I've been playing Switch 2. No, just kidding. I've been playing oh yes, I finished my battle pass for Grand Blue Fantasy Versus, the new one. I finished the battle pass on Marvel Rivals
Wow.
all this week. Yeah, I got all the costumes from the event, the season 1. And season 2 starting next week. They reveal Emma Frost and Ultron to join the cast. So I'm looking forward to that. Emma Frost will be a Vanguard, and
Nice.
she's pretty cool. Yeah, she's a Vanguard, and she has a command grab, which was crazy. I don't know. I don't want to talk about it more, but you guys go watch the trailer. It's pretty good. Um, Other than that, Grand Blue, yeah, they teased the next character already, so I'm hoping she would be coming out within the next few months as well, and then comes with another battle pass. Other than that, I wish Reese was here because I've been playing a lot of Balatro for the past few hours, and I cannot believe this game is amazing. I'm playing on the Apple Arcade right now,
Oh,
as you can see.
nice.
Apple Arcade. It's better on the phone lah compared to he play on Switch, right? So I prefer the phone interface because I like all these card based games. It's better on the phone. Like Monster Train and Slay the Spire, they're better on the phone. I feel. So yeah, Balatro really captured me now. Now I understand why it was game of the year and the mechanics, the probability, the how you would recognize how much you can score and all that. It's all there. Every element of the human body and machine is needed to beat Balatro. That's how I get it. So yeah, I understand it's game of the year nominee last year. So yep, Harry, if you get the chance, I don't know if you plan to get it. I remember you said you want to get it, right?
I
But
do plan to get it.
did you get it?
Not yet, but since you say it's the best on phone, and I do actually agree, on phone I usually play like the solitaires and stuff like that, right? So I might as well just
Yeah.
get this
Yeah.
particular game on phone now. It just feels right, like
Yeah. It feels right. Exactly. It feels right on the phone because there's a lot of drag and dropping to certain areas of the screen to, confirm things. So yeah, it's best. It's best to use it on the phone or better on the tablet if you have it.
Oh yeah, okay,
So
there you go, there you go, there
yeah,
you go. Okay,
tablet. Is your tablet Android
yeah,
tablet? Oh, so you just buy once and okay, that's great. That's great. So
fantastic.
Yeah, once you get the chance, go and try it. So, don't know if they have touchscreen on the Switch tab. That would be
It
cool
should
though.
lah.
If
It should lah.
it should, right?
It would be a
It
crime if
makes
it's
sense.
not.
I only know one game that can only be played on handheld. It was the Puzzle and Dragons story something. Oh no, wait. Yeah. It was the
Puzzle
Puzzle
and
and
Dragons,
Dragons
yeah.
stuff where
Okay.
you can only play on handheld. You cannot play it on the what's that thing, TV. They ask you to take it out, which is
Oh
kind of
wow.
interesting. He's the only game that does that. So I got it on my Switch Lite and I just play like that lah. So I'm hoping Balatro is like that. But anyway, yeah, Balatro pretty good. And the DLC stuff is just cosmetics, which is cool because you can like have The Witcher, then Assassin's Creed. They have like different decks. Like The Witcher covers the diamond, I think, and then the Assassin's Creed covers the spades,
Right?
and all that. And so yeah, it has multiple cosmetics on all of your decks. So
Different.
you just
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
I got Among Us with Assassin's Creed together, so it's fun to see. It's not just the same. So yeah, good on them to make it free because it's
Oh,
just that. It doesn't do anything else.
okay.
Yep, that's
Okay.
about it.
All right. Then we move on to Zerg.
Hey, has it been 2 weeks?
I
2 weeks
believe
I
so.
have been playing. I think I've been playing. Hard for me to remember. Oh yeah. Before Raya and during Raya, I've been playing a lot of Unicorn Overlord again. Man, the game
Yay.
is so
Again,
good.
Yay.
from your collector's edition.
Because this is the first time ever that I use my Switch to play the game. I was playing it on
Yay.
PS.
Oh,
I mean, I'm talking about Zelda Switch Lite. So
Oh.
oh, you
yeah,
bought that.
it carries forward with our discussion for the new Switch soon. But anyway, yeah, it is a very again challenging game because you can just choose your all the characters that you wanted, right? There's so many jobs there, so yeah, I'm sure I do play other games, but yeah, as usual, I forgot what I'm playing.
No worries. No
I
worries.
really cannot remember what I play, but yeah, but I think pretty much I spent like 60 hours playing Unicorn Overlord again. So
That's like rookie numbers.
yeah,
Yeah.
because
Because
once you finish the
that game very
storyline,
easy
right?
to get. That game very easy to get a lot of
Yeah, you
hours.
don't. Yeah. So
Uh-huh.
what I did this time is I'm trying to build my army with a lot of flying creatures. I didn't do that last time.
Ah, okay.
So it's pretty easy nowadays, probably because I already know the game or whatever. But yeah,
Yeah, that usually is. Like Wukong, you do the new game plus, it's pretty breezy.
yeah, true.
Like because you know what's gonna happen. Oh, Reese is saying he's joining for a bit.
Okay.
Joining in a
Can
bit,
Yay!
sorry.
then.
Oh
You're
yeah,
All
done.
right, all right.
I forgot about Monster Hunter. Yes, of course. I still
Yes, Monster Hunter.
Oh, you forgot about
and,
Monster Hunter.
I forgot.
Wow.
yeah,
That's
I forgot.
It
wild.
was
And you know what?
it,
I
that's
think
what
Sony should really hire me. I managed to convince three of my friends who never owned any PS5 to purchase
okay.
PS5 just for Monster Hunter. So,
Jeez, that's
hey,
crazy.
Sony, I did it again.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah. I'll pass
But they
it to
got the same
marketing, I
version, though.
guess.
They got the same version. Though.
you and your multiplayer influentials aura or whatever it is, whenever you're playing a multiplayer game, you should manage to get some people to play with you. And
Actually,
ooh,
I go and tell
Uh-huh.
people to buy it on PC because all of my friends, these people never own any console. But then I don't know
Okay.
why they suddenly because they said got some performance issue with PC, which I think should
Ah,
have been fixed after a month, right?
that's correct.
But they said, you know what?
By right, yes, it should have been.
Yeah, I just want to find a reason. Well, ended up he purchased like both PC and PS just for the heck
Wow,
of it.
how he's richer than you?
No, he is a long-standing Monster Hunter fans. So he played with me last time during Monster Hunter World. So I've been telling him
Okay.
almost every day about how Monster Hunter is similar
While
with Monster Hunter World. So yeah,
oh, he didn't like Rise or
he
something.
you don't
he
console, do you? You
spent a
console.
lot more with World though.
Mm.
So
Ah, okay, okay,
I
okay.
show him one monster. That monster. Adri.
Which
So
which one?
whenever he saw that monster, he's like, "Oh man, I want to buy that game." So yeah,
Is it
Monster Hunter. Today
is
they
it the
released
Yan
a new
Kutku?
update. Do you know about that, Adri?
I
Is it
don't.
the Yan Kutku that you show to your friend?
Of course, that's the one. Of anything, that would be
That's
the
the
one.
one. That will be the
It's
one.
it's not Gore Magala. It's not whatever Rathalos. It's not
It's Yan
Zenogre.
Kutku.
It's Yakuku. Of course, Adri. Of
Yan
course.
Kutku is the way.
But if you notice, the latest update, they actually nerfed my bow. I
Oh,
mainly use
Is
bow.
it? Oh,
Yeah,
it's too OP. I come to think of it.
yeah. I
yeah,
mean,
because
It is
we
too
shared
OP.
last time already. So it does sound super OP. So yeah.
yeah. So one of the weapon that you can use for bow is this guardian weapon. You can finish off all the high tier monster within 5 minutes or less. So
Whoa.
now that they reduce the dragon piercer, so it doesn't really work so much. So yeah, I'm focusing just on hunting horn just to level up my friends and everything. So yeah, invite me and add me.
Until
I don't know whether you
now,
add.
I already had. I already
Me?
did.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Ah, it's on you now, sir. Check your
kena
notifications.
spot check dah. Kena spot check.
Oh, because you talk
Ah.
about Xenoblade, I purchased that game as well. So yeah,
Oh
I
yeah,
did.
I did. I
I,
played that too. I played a
yeah,
bit.
I
I
did
played
not
a bit.
lose the game this time. So yeah, see whether I can finish it off probably by the end of this month. So that's all from
Mhm.
me.
Okay, since you're talking about Xenoblade, I'll just follow up with that. I played 2 games over the past 2 weeks. I think most of the first week would be Xenoblade. Very different,
Mhm.
very different. I'm very
Yeah,
used to the
yeah.
very story based Xenoblade. I mean, I played through 2 DLC plus 3 DLC as well. It's very different to not have a very story based Xenoblade, and it's very weird also to be going back to the old battle style of the Xenoblade One with the UI,
Mhm.
the way you choose your what's it called, your R's and stuff. But the cool part is, is I don't think so. I think it's still 4 left and 4 right, right? So I guess it's not. I think it's in terms of the arts and stuff is the same, but I'm actually pretty enjoying it. I think the best part of this game is the world itself, lah. Though it's huge, Jesus Christ, the world is huge. The
It's
world,
huge.
I
I love
I
it.
I thought Gao Plains, I thought Gormot, Gormot, I thought those places are huge. But Mira is crazy. It's crazy huge.
It's
I have
crazy
no idea
huge.
how they did it. I have no idea how this game works in Wii U or in Switch. So
Oh.
I'm actually having a lot
Yeah.
of fun with it. I'm having a lot of fun with it. So I'm enjoying it, and I will update a bit more because I after that I pretty much move on because there are a lot of combat and stuff like that. It's not too much story based, so I move on to the other story based game, which is the sequel for AI the Somnium Files. I bought the game
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay, that
because
one.
they announced the sequel, is it? So a weird name of it. So they are having a sale
Yeah,
right
yeah.
now. It's like 40 ringgit only for the sequel. So I love that game a lot. I told you guys already. I finished that game like a few months back. So I'm enjoying the sequel. I'm still at the beginning of it lah. But yeah, I'll share more later on lah. But so far I'm still at the beginning. Yeah. So Reese is here. Hello Reese. Welcome back.
Whoa, Reese, just in time.
Guys,
He
Welcome
changed his
back,
table
Reese.
position.
Selamat Hari Raya.
selamat Hari Raya.
Selamat Hari Raya.
I think Reese, I think your your mic is not
Mic.
working, is it? I think it's not coming out from that mic in front of you. Can
Is
you
it?
say
Let me
something
check.
again?
Testing. Can you guys hear me?
Okay. I think it's okay already. I thought not sure
Okay,
why
yeah.
it's like it feel like it coming out from your headgear and not your mic.
Oh, is your mic facing you?
Oh yeah, it's a
The
mic
what?
facing you. Okay.
Yeah.
Let me just adjust it a bit more.
Ah,
You
okay,
gotta
okay,
make
okay,
sure
okay.
that the round thing is like facing you or something. Or is it like a?
I don't know. It's been a while.
Some of them is like
Oh, I
have
think
to
it's okay.
be facing you. Some of them is like sideways. So choose your. It depends on
Yeah.
which one. But I think he's coming from there already, so correct already.
How's it? Is
Yeah.
it better now? Is it better? Can you guys hear me?
Maybe put it closer. Try pull it closer.
Is it better?
Oh, say something.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
yes.
Yeah, this should be right. This is right.
Yes, yeah.
All right,
That's
cool.
right. Before we move on to our main topic, let's hear a quick one. What Reese have been playing over the past 2 weeks, if any. Go
Oh
on.
my god, I've not been playing games for pretty some time. I think the last one that I played was Metroid Prime Echoes or something like that. I completed. Oh yeah, I had it. I played Arkham Knight. Was it? That was very recent as well. I think there was a discount.
Oh, okay.
It was like $15. Did you guys? So so it was pretty cheap.
Arkham Knight on PSN. Oh,
Yeah. I think it was 15 ringgit. So it's pretty cheap. And then it's
yeah.
Arkham Knight is a big game, right? So I think it's a PS4 version playable on PS5 kind of stuff. So yeah, I tried that as well. Well, I did play the game previously, but I think back then was on PS4. So yeah, just thought it was pretty cheap, and then I grabbed it. And then what else? No, seriously, I've been focusing a lot on my studies. As I've shared before, right? So for the last couple of months, been going through that a lot, and of course, I think I'm playing still Blood once in a while.
Oh yeah, Adri was mentioning.
okay,
Adri was mentioning it. Yeah, he's playing it as well.
I was playing Balatro, man.
Yeah, because
This game.
It's kind of a
No
pretty
playing
addictive
it.
kind of game. Yes, exactly. So,
Oh my god. I'm playing on the. It's better on the phone. I feel.
yeah. I know
It's
it's
better on the
better.
phone.
It's yeah. So yeah, Balatro. But yeah, that's just about it. So yeah. But I'm glad to be back with you guys. Of course, I'm not sure.
Yeah. Let's go.
Moving forward, but yeah, I'll try my best to join. And yeah, again, Selamat Hari Raya.
Yes.
Sama Raya.
Yes. It's a fantastic time that you come here. It's a perfect time you join us because we need another voice when it comes to the discussion later. So let's just dive right into it. So
Let's get on with it. Let's get on with
Let's
it.
get on with it. So I shared with you guys the list already. So I
Yes.
categorize it into few parts, which we will talk about one by one. First one is hardware. Then we go with the software. First party games, the Nintendo Switch 2 edition games, the third party games, and the pricing, and finally our overall impressions. Okay, so we just go through this. All right, so what I'll do is I'll list down everything as per the category, and then once done, then we just share our thoughts based on that category. Does it sound okay?
Okay.
All right, cool.
Sure.
Let's go on with the. Let's start with our rundown of the Nintendo Switch 2 Direct. All right, there's some confirmed information regarding the hardware. It's a 7.9-inch 1080p LCD screen, 120 Hz refresh rate. It has HDR. This one is not in the Direct, but it's been confirmed to have a custom NVIDIA processor. It has DLSS. It has the stuff that people are talking about is confirmed. It has 4K output when docked. 4K output when docked. In terms of internal storage, it has 256 GB. It supports the new micro SD express card only. So if you thought you're gonna save when it comes to just swapping your micro SD cards, think again. You're not gonna do that. You have to buy a new one.
No, no.
And these express cards, based on what I've found, is not cheap too. Not cheap. So while we have the cheap micro SD cards, right, these are not. Yeah. So we have the Joy-Cons, new Joy-Cons. It's called Joy-Con 2. All right, fine. Magnetically
Original.
attached, very original. Magnetically attached, larger sticks, and confirmed mouse functionality. They actually put some time into showcasing that. They even made some games for it. We have an updated dock, which is cool. This one I really love because just now I mentioned it has 4K, and also it has a built-in cooling fan. I'm not sure you guys have experienced this before, but my first Switch, right? There's some issue with the heating thing on the top because, especially when playing games like Fortnite, I actually get
Fortnite.
actually get
Oh.
overheating issue. But then after I realized, right, it's because of the fan got problem. So this built-in cooling fan is a pretty good deal, pretty big deal. There's some the dual USB-C ports is but it's there already, like we know already. And the cool thing for audio for anyone, so yes, better speaker, and also it has 3D audio for people with headphones. So any of you guys actually using headphones, you'll be able to get 3D audio too. I'm pretty sure.
Oh my god.
All right, cool. Let's start there. Hardware confirm stuff based on the stuff that I talk about. What are your thoughts? Let's go. Who wants to start first? Adri?
Reese, let's give it to you, man.
Yeah.
No,
sure,
give it to
sure.
Reese.
Yeah.
Hasn't been talking in a while.
Yeah.
Okay,
I might as well let you do it.
I think finally Nintendo is catching up. That would be the word, I guess, because a lot of those stuff are like a basic kind of stuff that you would see from other platform, right? I mean, the headphone kind of stuff. Of course, I think in general they are definitely catching up. Well, not catching up would be the wrong word, but rather they are finally they're here. So that's the word, right? So they are ready for the new gen kind of take on this. And I think just a bit on that fan thing that you were sharing a bit earlier, right, Harry? So I'm assuming that fan would be a booster kind of would be it would be the reason to have that fan is that dock itself will be doing some boosting kind of power to that console, right? So that's why they would need a fan. So means that it's gonna be pushing the fidelity up to a maximum kind of level when you're docking it with that fan. I thought that was a pretty in a way requisite kind of setup that you would need. I mean, before this, the Switch One dock was like just
plastic. It's a plastic with a USB-C
casting
converter.
device, right?
Yeah,
it's a casting device, right? So that's just about it, right? Nothing additional for the dock. So of course, I would assume when with the current Switch One, right, the dock would be taking the power from the battery, right, which allows some additional kind of extra kind of stuff when you're docking the device. But this time around for Switch 2, I think they're gonna be pushing a bit more than that. So they're gonna be maybe overclocking the device, and when they do that, the fan is definitely gonna be a requirement to put it.
Correct.
And then Joy-Con thing, I really hope that the drifting kind of issue gonna be like something that they
that
could
is solved. That is
And-
solved where something to do with Halo, something like that, right? Hollow or something.
Of course, this is just basically our assumption. Nintendo never said anything about it, right? So hopefully after the wear tear kind of stuff going through with the Joy-Con, I think the drifting kind of issue would be at a minimal kind of level. And then a bit more on the portable device. Apparently, it's definitely bigger, but then the width. I don't know what you call it. The width or what? It's the same as the normal Switch.
The thickness.
The thickness, yeah,
right,
you're right,
yes.
absolutely right.
The
And
thickness.
I think that's very critical, because right now I do feel that the concept of portability is pretty shaky. I mean, this applies to all other devices, well, all other platforms as well. I mean, you're talking about Steam Deck, how difficult for us to. I mean, it's a portable device, but it's not like what we used to have with 3DS, PSP, Vita, right? It's still a bigger chunk kind of thing that you need to hold.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, you guys understand, right? So the portability, of course, it's there, but then back then when we had GBA, even PSP, right, 3DS, it's like a pocket kind of thing. You can just put it in your pocket, and then that definitely adds a value to it. But nowadays, I don't think so you'll be able to do that with a lot of the platform. So I think the thickness definitely helps a bit, right? So and at least the weight kind of thing as well. And maybe finally the screen. We've been having an issue with the OLED going back to LCD, right? Because we
Yes.
got used to OLED screen, and now when we heard that the new Switch 2 will only use LCD, we were a bit shaky about it. I mean, if I remember, Zerg was a bit concerned about that, right, Zerg? So the OLED to LCD,
Yes, yes,
heading back
yes.
to LCD. But apparently, from the show, it's maybe the highest end of LCD, right? So it push out the best quality of LCD that you would. Then it does look really still solid and slick. So yeah, and then overall it feels. I mean, of course, we never touched it before, but from the visual kind of aspect of it, it does look a bit more. How do I say? Luxury. Is that? I'm not sure whether that's the word because our
Premium.
yeah, premium. Yeah, that's the word. It
Yeah.
looks a bit premium compared to, and then this is in comparison to normal Switch. The Switch one looks very toyish kind of stuff, right? So this one definitely feels a bit premium, and yeah, it does. Yeah. So I think yeah, that's it from me, at least on the physical device kind of thing. Yeah.
It felt like I think one thing that Adri mentioned last time was that's very accurate is that it felt like the Switch has grown up. So yeah, Switch has grown up.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
why the
exactly.
color that's being used is a bit more mature, a bit more sophisticated, not so toyish. So
Very
yeah,
sleek.
that
Yeah,
that
very
part
sleek.
definitely agree. Let's go with Adri then.
Okay. Um, Day one purchase. No, sorry. Too early. The verdict.
You have to go through everything first, dude. Not now, not now.
um, yeah, the hardware. What can I say? I think I already said much during our reaction that day.
Mhm.
But I'll repeat it again for the viewers here and for Reese and Zerg. Um, so yeah, when they I'm not fully actually convinced yet how the capabilities of this console yet. I mean, they just breeze through it, especially the mouse function. Like I haven't seen the Nintendo Treehouse just here. For more content, I didn't see, but they probably show more
Should.
there for Metroid, right?
Mhm.
So,
Yep.
so right now for pre Treehouse Adri, not fully convinced yet how the mouse really works. But for Metroid, they did show for first party games. I'm just wondering how they do it for the third party games like Cyberpunk or whatever first person or third person shooter that's gonna come to this game, or how does it work with Elden Ring, for instance? Like, so I want to see more of that. Then I'm sure Metroid Prime 4, yeah, okay, because this first party they have hands on that for the longest time than every other developer, so they can definitely refine the controls and whatnot. So yeah, sorry.
No, just a bit of sneak
Yeah.
peek on that. So apparently for the Metroid Prime 4, right? The
Okay.
mouse was like the mouse device was like you I mean apparently you don't have to change the control or whatever. It's just
Oh.
like a yeah. So when you put it on the table, it automatically changes to mouse mode. And then when you pick it up, it automatically goes back to
Oh, that's
I
So yeah, so
interesting.
I guess there's a sensor. I guess there's an infrared sensor.
There's a
Yeah, there is an
sensor.
infrared sensor anyway, right?
Yeah,
So
okay.
makes sense.
They finally used that camera properly for this Switch. Okay, so that's cool. I want to see how they do that for third parties game. But I do applaud the other functions like game chat, for instance. So that is pretty impressive. And the first thing I saw, I already immediately think co-op games like Monster Hunter. Like if Monster Hunter Wilds were to come into Switch 2, yeah, that is the ideal way to play Monster Hunter games or any other co-op games, or like even Fortnite. You can squad up and then use game chat, and it can be a bit cheating because you can game share your pick your view to your friends, right? So you go, oh, I found the enemies over here, and I found other stuff over here. And they go, okay, I'm going there.
Well,
So yeah,
basically that's Discord, right? Basically that's Discord. So
that's basically Discord.
Nintendo is catching up, right, and that kind of stuff. So
It's but
that
it's
one,
easier than Discord. That one's easier than
okay.
Discord.
That was
Yeah,
we
it
will-
takes it,
Directly, right.
I think we jump a bit. I think we jump. We right now we're focusing more on the hardware first. But no worries. I think I really
Sorry,
mentioned.
sorry.
No worries.
I was going to the thing. I'm reading the thing
No worries.
because I wanna because everything else is already improve. Reese has covered improve audio, dual USB C, and all that. The dock and the SD card express. Yeah, I already reacted to
Oh
that.
yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah, that's oh man, 256 gig an express card. How much is it? A 400 or ringgit? Is it gonna be?
Yeah, I think
Is it
that's
gonna be?
gonna be.
There's another 400, 500 right there.
I can actually
I
check
feel-
right now.
Old SD card won't work, right? I mean, apparently, old SD card.
Yeah,
I can
but
check right now.
I like that you can still use your old Switch with this one in a way. Thanks to their okay. Now I'm entering the software again, the game share thing, but uh, but yeah, all those stuff. The fan in the port, the dock is pretty cool. The 120 hertz refresh rate. Yeah, they did show that on the Metroid Prime segment of the presentation, and wow, I can 120 FPS. Was it 120 FPS handheld? At 720p, 720. I mean, the size doesn't matter when it runs at 120 FPS. So yeah, I want to see that in action. How is that gonna be
To be honest, right?
on handheld?
To be honest, at least for me, I'm not sure how do I define that. I'm because I've always been a I don't really care about this kind of stuff most of the time before this, but I'm not sure how do I define that 120 FPS kind of stuff. I mean 60 FPS when you see from Mario Kart kind of stuff, but then 120, how do you feel that? I mean, it's
You see it actually. You
Yeah,
really
I can
see
feel
it.
it. You can really
Yeah.
feel it. I usually not the graphics guy, not the frame rate guy, but when I was playing certain games on my laptop and it has 120 FPS, you do feel it. You
Yeah.
do feel the smoothness.
You-
Yeah.
Reese, you should try performance mode on the PS5 and like try any game. FF7. Try performance mode and then you'll see it. You can definitely see it.
are those like 120 FPS? I mean, for
Yeah. For reduced resolution and fidelity, but the FPS kind of makes up for it. It feels better, especially when it's for inputs in battles and main gameplay. It's pretty good.
Okay.
It's pretty smooth. Yeah. Yeah, so
Alright.
I think that's it. That's about me for hardware and a bit of software.
Yeah, no problem, no problem. We move on to Zerg.
Hey, just for the add on with what Riz was saying, I was a bit skeptical with the non-OLED version, but for the past 3 weeks or so, I was playing PS Portal a lot for my Monster Hunter, right?
LCD, so right?
Ooh.
That is LCD.
Yeah, this
Yeah,
not
that's
an
LCD.
OLED, right?
Yep.
It really
Oh,
changed
I know what he means. I know what
So
Zerg
in a
means.
way,
Yep.
I really appreciate what happened with PS Portal because I did not notice it. I was playing with a friend. We were eating some sushi bonanza or whatever, and then after that they were like
Just
saying,
way to rub it in.
"Yeah, I was eating while waiting for my."
Way to rub it in, man.
What the hell?
So my friend who has not purchased the PS yet, after I convinced him many times, was saying the resolution is good. He wanted to buy it because it looks so good. And then I said, this is not OLED, this is just a typical. So when he suddenly showed his OLED Steam Deck, we were playing the same game. I can't remember what game was it. I think it was Witcher. And then we were comparing how different the screen were. And then I really am sold out because bear in mind, PS Portal is it's a big screen. It's an 8-inch screen.
Yes. Correct.
And, however, the difference that it makes is, I think it has 1920 times 1080. That's what
19.
I was looking at.
Yeah.
Compared to
Correct,
Steam
correct.
OLED, which was 1280. and 800 resolution. Do remember, if you were to compare Steam Deck, the OLED version and non-OLED version, the non-OLED version is a very bad screen because, not to say that it's not playable, it is a bit washed out, so your color will be very muffled. But Steam Deck has a very, being an OLED, it is a very true black, you know, that kind of thing, if you really appreciate OLED. So that really give hopes. And then the moment I watched the the Steam Direct, right, I was like, wow, they really pushed the dock thingy. So in terms of that, I really think I really changed my perception. So I think, yeah, it's a good thing to consider. But as you know, Nintendo, I'm sure they're gonna throw in OLED probably in 2 years' time,
Yeah.
right? Or 3 years'
Yeah,
time.
it's a given lah. I mean, we all know it.
Yeah,
It's reality anyway.
it's gonna happen anyway. So that's that. The form factor. Okay, I've been using quite a number of mobile devices, right? Except Li, I don't really use it anymore. But
Sell it to me.
I hate
So anyway, continue.
Nintendo Switch form factor because it's too flat. Okay,
Give it, man.
if you want to talk about anatomy, right, which is
Uh-huh.
normal human hands,
Uh-huh.
your hands and your thumbs and your tina, I don't know what you call it in plain English, is designed not to touch flat surface in a very long time. So yes, I do experience that. I'm trying to challenge myself because I was thinking, okay, you know what? I'm using this Switch Lite, which is very small. My hand is extremely big, and then the
That's
fact
true.
that it's really turned me off. I was playing like Unicorn Overload 60 hours just using that without any apparatus, no accessory.
Oh,
Because I'm
crazy.
trying to see whether, okay, is this ergonomic? Definitely is not, but I just want to see how it goes. Because all this while I've been using this accessory with the extra thumb, whatever, right?
The
Then I
grip, right?
compare with PS Portal on how bulky and chunky it is. But it really makes a difference. PS Portal really, I've been playing MH Masanto while for hours and hours during the year, like 6 to 7 hours, without any tiring on my muscle hand. So yeah, I really wish, but you know, they will never change it because paying homage to the old Switch, right? So I will definitely get a good grip handle accessory for Switch. I don't like it. I have no say about the dock because for me the dock is just a dock, right? I don't bring it anywhere. The fat dock, the fact that you can use the old dock, so that's a good thing as well.
Oh wait, you can? Oh.
Yeah, you can. You can.
Oh, I didn't know
You
that.
can,
Because
you
I have
can.
Oh.
Yeah,
You
because I have like
can.
4 dogs, 3, 7, 4, I don't know, dog at home.
You have 4
So,
dogs?
yeah, I have Animal Crossing
Okay.
dog. I have
Oh.
I have 2 dogs, but that's already
I got 3, but yeah.
I have 1 cat. It
Okay,
makes a difference.
fine. I know this is coming in. I know that. I know it's coming
Moving
in
on.
somewhere. It started when Andrew said you have 2 dogs. Okay.
But
Okay,
I
so
didn't know that
interesting.
you can use the old dog for
Yeah, same
Yeah.
thing,
Yeah, you
same
can
thing.
use the old dog. Yeah.
But I wonder. I don't think
performance
you
kind of stuff,
can.
is
I
it?
don't think you can do your 4K output there. I don't think. In terms
Yeah,
of
I don't
heat,
think so.
in terms of heat,
Mm.
this heat, what's it called, cooling. I don't think they do that well. So, but anyway, you can still use
Yeah.
it. That's cool.
So, yeah, in addition to that, to prepare for Switch, that 4K 120, I think Reese, you will definitely gonna see the FPS difference if you play FPS. Because last time I used to play a lot of Overwatch and a little bit of Marvels back then, right?
Okay.
FPS really plays a lot. Now that you have a mouse function in the joystick,
Yeah. DP,
I think
DPS.
it will be like a driver for FPS a lot later on. So
Especially for Overwatch on Switch.
yeah. If you guys have an extra cash, I think that's a good deal for OLED TV. I just purchased it myself just for Switch. It's 48. You can get it very cheap at 2,000 ringgit compared to 6,000 ringgit price. So that one can really push
Spare me 2,000 ringgit, Zerg.
It's a OLED. It's a very good deal. I've been waiting like 4 years for that. So I never got
Damn, 4
OLED.
years?
Yeah. C4.
Okay.
You never got like C4. I mean OLED TV below than 3K.
Which brand is that?
You can just
Size?
purchase it in Lazada.
Well, yeah, what's the inch?
LG 48 inch OLED
Oh, jeez.
LG
48 inch quite
C4.
big though.
LG.
Yeah, 48
Yeah.
is huge.
What are
Especially
you gonna do with your old TV?
again.
Can I have it? Your old TV. Can I have it?
You,
Using it
I
for
realized something. I
movie.
realized there's a pattern here.
I
I
need a
just
new
was
TV.
everything from Zerg. I realized. I can't help but realize. This one, Zerg, you're throwing something away.
It
Okay,
is
you can give me.
it is a good deal. You can get it for
and then the-
2,400, for example. So
Okay.
you can test
Damn
the Switch 4K.
Andre expression is like it's like serious at the same time. I mean, you can't define whether it's a joke or not, whether he's asking for real or not. But yeah, can I have it?
Try my luck.
And then
Yeah,
everyone-
my expression is like, I jokingly asked, and then if he doesn't, he said no. I said, okay, never mind, just kidding.
No, you should follow up. And then everyone joke already, and then you ask again. But are you throwing away? Are you throwing away? You should follow up with that one.
I need a new TV, Zerg. Okay, sorry, Zerg.
that, was, that was funny. Anyway, just want to update you guys, right? I mean, in Shopee there's no express card lah. Maybe later lah. But from the website it just says, right, I'll give you an example. 256 gig version is around $65 USD, yeah. USD, yeah.
Right.
So 65
Jeez.
times 4. 65 times
300.
4.
Oh,
300 is about there.
yeah.
That's another 300, man. Of course.
500 when it reach here.
Yeah.
One terabyte hard disk kind of
I
cost.
mean,
Yeah, 1 tera. Oh yeah, correct.
because if anything that goes down in price pretty quick is memory cards. I still remember when I just got the Switch 1, I started off with like, was it a 32 or a 64 gig card? And that was it's not cheap already. Later on, it's just getting cheaper and cheaper. Then I got like 128. Then I get like 256. I think right now I was using a 512 gig of memory card. So
Okay.
it's getting cheaper and cheaper. So yes, you might spend more for that for the beginning now, but you know, it goes down with time lah.
I do want to ask. I don't usually use micro SD for so long for Switch. What do
Oh,
you guys
really?
put? Yeah. Because probably because I delete all the games that I don't play anymore, or because you can archive.
Oh, you
right?
Rajin delete.
Oh, you
Yeah.
okay?
We don't Rajin delete. We like,
No,
we gotta
no.
collect them.
No, because
So you
our
put it in
Wi-Fi
the
sucks.
right?
Because our Wi-Fi sucks. It takes a very long time to download.
Yeah.
Which is reason why I think this one got Wi-Fi 6 or Wi-Fi 7. So I think it would at least download the softwares way faster, hopefully. So that no. If you really don't want to buy a memory card, you want to use the internal 256. At least if Wi-Fi is fast, you can quickly delete, you can quickly download. I guess it's fine lah, right? Better than that pitiful
thing-
64 gig, is it?
The thing
Yeah.
with
No.
Zerg is that he gets the game and complete it within 24 hours, and then that's it. And then
Yeah. True. That's also because of your lifestyle.
Reese. You're right, Reese.
Like months. And by the time we're going through the game, there's some new games coming in. And
Exactly.
So
Reese is right.
So it's a game style that we need to follow Zerg lah. Zerg, you need to teach us how you do that.
Yeah.
Wish we can
We
be
should
like
follow
you.
Zerg.
Be like Zerg. Finish game in before it even
save
comes
your
out.
money. You save your money for those SD card, right? So you don't need those.
It's
Correct,
cheap,
correct.
though. It's cheap though nowadays, right? So
Yeah, exactly. No, it's,
Yeah, nowadays it is.
Anything else, Zerg?
Nothing else from me. But the battery wise, I'm not sure whether you guys are concerned about that.
Oh yeah,
But I think
I haven't included this
Yeah.
one here. I did previously. damn it.
Battery,
It's 2 to 6 hours. 2 to 6 hours.
yeah.
So it's
I
Switch one.
I think I'm
about
okay
there.
with it.
Switch one.
yeah,
I think I'm okay with that.
Yep.
maybe.
I mean, from
Maybe.
a Switch One V2, it's a downgrade.
That means if my Switch dies, I let it charge and I play my PS5.
Or just
Or
dock
the
it and
portal.
keep playing.
Or just dock the thing like
Oh,
what
yeah, that
Zerg
too.
said.
Yeah, if I want to continue playing, I dock the thing.
You can put your power
the
bank too,
icon.
right? You have power banks? You have
Yeah,
power banks?
I do have
Oh,
power
no.
banks.
I don't have
Yeah,
power bank
yeah.
nowadays.
I think it's the same kind of argument as you guys have phones. You guys have phones. Yeah, you guys have phones. That's a
You
very.
guys have phones.
You guys have
Because
phones.
the argument, I didn't bring my PS5 during Raya, and then I was using
Oh,
mainly PS Portal. So when the battery dies very fast, PS Portal,
yeah,
Oh,
correct.
okay.
I need to charge it, and I really wish, oh man, I wish this thing has a dock or something, you know. So that is when I remember, oh,
They got third party dogs, but yeah, this is
yeah,
like
I have a console that
damn.
has a dock, and that is Switch, but there's no Masanto Wall in it. So yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'll give my thoughts a quick one. LCD screen. I saw some of these visual samples that Nintendo has shared. Does look pretty okay though. It doesn't look that bad. But to be honest, lah, right, for me the benchmark for screen, I'm usually not a screen guy. I'm still using my V2 Switch. I compare with my phone which has like OLED. Some even better than OLED or whatever it is. I mean it does look brighter, but that's about it lah. So but for me, what most interesting is the 120 FPS. That is, I hope more games will utilize it lah. Right. So I know that it will be selected games but I hope more games will try to utilize it. What else? Other things I'm pretty excited about is the 3D audio because I'm using
Yeah.
headphones. So yeah, I'm actually pretty excited for that. Aside from that, the hardware itself is pretty standard lah. It's not exciting, but I think it's what the Switch 2 needs. So yeah, I mean, what else do you expect for the Switch 2? Because if Nintendo do something different with the hardware, people complain. If this Nintendo decide to just upgrade the existing Switch, people also complain. I think let's go with this for now lah. Then maybe see Switch 3, see what else they're gonna add on more. Yeah, so that's my thought on the hardware. Okay, let's go to the software, which Adu has already touched on a little bit. Just a quick one. What Adu mentioned just now is game chat. That's where that's what the C button is for. Weird thing, though. C, but it's game chat. But anyway, it's just C for chat lah. So game chat, you can
Mm-hmm.
have video and voice chat for up to. I made a mistake here. It's not 12, I think. It's 4 people. It should be 4, right? I'm seeing 4 people.
It should be
It should be 4, right? 12 is a bit too much, lah.
in the video. Yeah.
It's 4, yeah. So it's not 12. It's just 4 people. And for parents, good news. You can actually have parental control included. So that is what I'm gonna do for my kids immediately. Then after that is game share. I think this one is mentioned in the previous. No, it's not previous. I think this is new info where you buy a game. It's kind of like the
Mm-hmm.
3DS, is it? The download play, like you do for your Mario Kart 7, is it? You
Yeah.
you just buy one game and you can download play to multiple 3DSs. This is what you do for Switch as well.
Correct.
So imagine I buy the Mario Kart World on my Switch 2. I can actually let 3 other devices, and we're not just talking about Switch 2, I think you can also play on the original Switch as well. Correct me if I'm wrong. I recall I saw the graphic of the Switch 1 and I even saw the graphic of the Switch Lite. Where you can play.
Yeah, I recall that too.
Yeah, so
For
this
Mario Kart, is it?
Yeah, for Mario Kart. I mean not just Mario Kart lah, but any multiplayer games that supports
Oh,
this game share. So this is pretty cool, Reese. So that just makes your original Switch, your old Switch, still able to do something. You can still play multiplayer games.
we are talking about Switch 2 exclusive games or Switch game?
Switch 2
Because I
exclusive game.
think-
Because I saw they used the example of
Okay.
the Mario Kart world, right? And then it's being shared in multiple even with the old
That's
Switches.
a bit
So yeah,
because
I
I got the understanding that Mario Kart World is exclusive to Switch 2. I'm not sure whether
it is exclusive, but they stream it. I
Oh,
think they stream it local
Ah,
stream it
okay.
to 3 other
Okay.
devices. So that makes it really cool. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I hope I'm saying that correctly lah. How I say that correctly. All right. So that's game share, and of course I'm not sure this one should be here or not, but maybe the game keyword I'll move on to later lah. All right. Game
Okay.
keyword. I'll move on to the first party later. So game chat and game share. The game chat also includes a camera accessory, which I actually share with you guys the piranha plant that the third party that one, right? Which is pretty fun. Where it
That's the
opens and
best
close.
one.
That's the best one so far. I hope there are
No,
more
it's
That's
to
the
it
so
best
next
one.
cool, man.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, let's give our thoughts on the software side. Game chat and game share. What do you guys think? Let's go with Zerg first.
Hmm.
Oh, Zerg's not here. Oh no.
Zerg. Zerg.
We need the
Hello,
game
hello.
Pum,
chat
I'm
pum,
here.
here.
pum,
Okay,
pum,
okay.
pum. Pum, pum,
Yeah,
pum.
we need a game chat, right? I
Yeah.
I want to comment a little bit about game chat. It's very Discord-ish.
Yes, it
That is
is.
something
Yeah.
that we got.
You make it very
It
Yeah,
clear.
that is
is.
something. That
Like
is
right
something.
now. Like it's right now.
Yeah, yeah. I'm using a lot of Discord for PS as well, so that is very welcoming. Since Xbox and PS, integrate Discord inside their console, that is so good. So knowing Nintendo, they introduced themselves with a camera, and yeah, probably it's a good for those people who wanted to stream, and probably you need third party as well, isn't it? But one thing that I was a bit meh about it is they're gonna introduce the price subscription for the chat, Nintendo chat, right? What's the price again? I can't remember. Was it 20, 29, 30?
Nintendo
I
what?
think
The
it's
chat?
NSO, is it?
Yeah, they
NSO?
have a subscription just for chat, right?
No, 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 no,
I-
no, 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 no,
It's
no.
part of the NSO.
Yeah, it's part of
Right?
your NSO, dude. There's no extra. Yeah.
Meaning you don't have to pay extra for additional whatever, is it?
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. Which the outcry of this is doesn't make sense because if you are playing, usually when you play a game that requires game chat, you are playing multiplayer games anyway, and when you use
Correct.
that multiplayer requires NSO anyway, so I don't understand the outcry. Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah, yeah. If it included in the NSO, then that'll be good, because NSO is the cheapest among all the subscription, right? PS,
yeah,
box, and
yep.
with the negative perk being there's no free games, I would say, compared to PS. So that's my only comment on NSO. Now that you clear the air, I think that's gonna do it. But I don't think I'm gonna use it a lot unless you're talking about, yeah, because I really consider if you really want to do it, um, you need to play multiplayer. Depends on what game you want to play. I am interested with the noise cancelling thingy. Remember the advertisement that
Oh
they
yeah,
show?
that was cool. That is cool. I agree with you.
That is
I agree
Oh,
with you.
that is awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know whether it really gonna work like that, because I have a lot of noise cancelling headphones and earphone, and people when they call me, they always can hear a lot of noises in the background.
So it's not,
So
yeah, it's not so cancelling, right?
yeah, I don't think it's cancelling. I spend hours
Hmm.
and hours using AirPod, AirPod Max, blah, 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 whatever headphones that you
Yeah,
may
yeah.
have. They still can hear, but you cannot expect it to be zero interruption or zero sound
No
at
I
all.
lah. I
think
mean, maybe
the
they focus
the
more on the voice or the voice aspect, lor. Maybe instead of
Yeah,
the
I don't know,
possible.
yeah.
but the direct was like showing someone's blending something behind.
Yeah,
That-
blending or cooking or
that-
whatever. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I hope it's not
This
Like what?
exaggeration. I hope it's not exaggerated. I
Yeah.
really do hope that maybe because we have like things like Nvidia broadcast and stuff like that already have the technology to isolate background
Mhm.
noises. I'm just hoping I'm sure it's not gonna be 100% cut off, but
Yeah.
if they can just boost the vocals the speech, right, I think that's good enough already. I think that's good enough as
I
long
think
as you can hear me
when you
talking.
say
Sorry.
when you say exaggeration, right? I was thinking that because they definitely didn't change anything about the what do you call that, camera, video FPS, right? You can see it's pretty slow. I think about 15 FPS for the games that you would
I
see
mean,
your
which is
friends.
casted from your friends. Yes, yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, usually they I mean, you want to sell your stuff, you would like Photoshop it, make it a bit more
Yeah. Yeah.
cantik lah.
Marketing
But
gimmick.
Yeah, but they were very honest about that. But then the voice thing, I was like, they're using the blender, man.
But
It's like,
the way I see it, like what we are using right now, if you were to clap your hand, right, using this Discord with your headphone, with the noise suppression crisp that they're having, it is very good. So I am actually clapping my hand. I don't know if you guys can hear this, but yeah, that's the level of suppression that I'm expecting.
okay.
Can you hear
Yeah, I
me?
cannot hear anything from Reese. No, I can
All
hear
right.
your
So
voice on there.
so Nvidia has that already.
Yeah, I do
So
believe it can happen, but yeah.
Okay,
But
cool.
talking about the voice, right? I was wondering whether since Nintendo looks like Apple anyway nowadays, I'm using Apple TV right now as we speak
Mm.
to broadcast my
Yeah, but I
music
understand. Sorry.
movie. They have a system whereby your headphone can really just connect directly with Apple TV, which is extremely small. It is
Yep,
smaller
yep.
than my phone. I
Yeah.
really was wondering, how come they have not introduced any headphone for Nintendo? You know, like PS and everything.
don't do that. Come on.
I will be the first one to buy that rather than the camera. You see, because once you
Seriously,
put it
sir.
in, you don't have to put any plug
God
wire.
damn. Now they're
Yeah,
previously
but
is memory card, now you're venturing into headphones? Come
No,
on.
really, it makes
I
it really
I
makes a
understand,
difference.
understand. I understand,
If
I understand.
if your kids play
the,
around or whatever, you just put your headphone.
having the audio jack here is like a
I
godsend, right? It's like a
I
godsend.
I
So,
know. I know, Reese, but once you go wireless, it is easy. Yeah,
Yeah,
it is easier.
I agree with I hate one of my old partner where he is the one that converted me from wire to wireless right now. From there on, I don't use wire anymore. I hate him so much. I think you made me spend so much more money, and I willingly pay for it. But anyway,
yeah.
yep. Okay, cool, cool,
Yeah,
cool.
let's hope for another hardware, which is the wireless headphone from Nintendo. I hope.
I guess it should work with headphones as well, even the normal headphones, lah, right? So it should be okay, lah. Anyway, maybe let's go with Reese. Reese, you got anything else you want to add on aside from on top of what Zerg said?
Well, when we talk about the software, right? I think so far, we're gonna be very general about this, right? So we're gonna apply first party, third party kind of stuff. So right, Henry. So
Yeah.
I think they're really pushing it to the level where they're trying to catch up with the current gen. I know PS5, Xbox Series X are way far ahead, but then I would assume this would be a point where Nintendo they wanted to I think really get into the war, I guess.
Get to the
If
get
that's
with the times, lah, right? What you're trying to say? Like get with
no,
the
no, I'm
times.
saying that they are competing now. They're really going to compete with the others, right? I mean, before this, we always know that Nintendo do their stuff, right? They own stuff, that they only. But apparently, it feels that they are ready to go head to head with the other console right now. I mean, it feels, at least that's what I can see from the software deliverables that they're channeling, right? I mean, you're looking at a Bloodborne ish kind of.
Wait. If we're talking about the games, let's focus on that
Okay.
later. Let's focus on that later.
Okay.
But I think
Yeah, yeah.
but I think there's
Oh,
some
you're
stuff what
forward.
you said. I think whatever you said just now, there's some essence of it can apply where Nintendo is trying to get into the game, which other platforms are doing. Example, Discord. Example, I think the Discord part is the one that really
Yeah.
lagging. Yeah, I feel like
Yeah.
Nintendo is.
Yeah,
Yeah, imagine if Nintendo don't have that for Switch 2. That would suck.
it's a bit sad that we only got this now. I mean, it's like a 10 years kind of tech, right? So that it had been around so long. But I guess with the new CEO, I think that's. I mean, you would expect for him to really push it up to be thing as advanced as they could, because how the market is working nowadays. I mean, you see a lot of those Gen Z. I don't know what gen we are getting at right now, but then they are really on those mobile kind of games.
True.
Mobile kind of games are very very easy, very streamlined. You can chat. I mean, you see kids playing Roblox, Minecraft kind of stuff. They are doing those Discord chat all the time with their mobile phone. I mean, I think Nintendo realized that there is that market that they need to explore. They need to stop ignoring those market. I mean, mobile games, mobile are really taking a lot of the money that they can get with the mobile content that they can provide, right? So I think, yeah, I'm glad that they are finally there. It's been a while. We've been waiting this for like forever, and then hopefully they are not using like a very older version of those application, those softwares, right? So hopefully it's at least average, or if not the best kind of iteration of those applications, so that we can use those Discord kind of options. As Adri was saying, right? Uh, Basically, it's gonna be easier for us to use those Discord compared to whatever that we are doing with Discord nowadays, right? So it's just gonna be plug and play kind of stuff. So yeah, I'm really hoping for that. I'm not gonna use it. I don't think so. I mean, I don't have friends, of course. That's one thing.
Hey, don't say that.
What about us, dude?
I mean, not me trying to throw a stone, but it take Adri some time and reads. It does take Adri and Zergg some time to get connected on once in a while. So, yeah, just throwing a stone. Are you guys really friends? Okay, that's quick.
Okay, fine. You made a good point.
Definitely. I mean, the voice chat is definitely, yeah, definitely something very critical. I mean, we're gonna be playing games while chatting, kind of, and that definitely got sent. But and then the video and the camera kind of thing, maybe not really that critical. I know there's a for Mario Party that you'll have that feature for you to record your celebration kind of.
It's kind of like Connect lah.
Yeah, it's a connect kind of stuff. Yeah, so whenever you play Mario Party, you'll be able to use those, and then that looks cool. But yeah, I'm just glad that they finally arrived here. So yeah, it's been a while waiting for those, and finally they're here. Hopefully, they're gonna utilize it to the fullest. Yep.
All right, Adri, you wanna say anything on top of that for game chat and game share?
Yeah, I just want to see. Okay, I already talk about game chat. Game share. Yeah, I just want to see how it works in real life first. Then we'll see. Hopefully, they talk more before the release date. Yeah, but that's about it. I just want to see more.
I'll do mine as well. Game chat, same thing. It's not really my cup of tea. But I think my kids will love it. Because they actually play with their friends as well. So I guess that would help. Game share is the one that I am very interested, because I actually enjoy the download play for the 3DS a lot. Especially when playing Mario Kart 7. Because I remember I have a 3DS and I also have a 2DS. I remember we just put one cartridge into one of the 3DS, and then the other 2DS can play as well. Yeah, that was actually pretty fun. So game share, I hope this works, and so that at least all my older Switches still has some lifespan. You still have some use lah, right? Aside from just playing old games, it can also play some current games with the Switch too. So yeah, game share for me it should be revolutionary lah. All right, let's move on to the first party games. Right.
Yeah.
All right, so I'll go with the launch game first. First off, we have Mario Kart World. Mario Kart World is a launch game. Just a quick description. It's open world right now. So technically, it's open world lah. All right, it has 3 modes. One is the Grand Prix, which is your usual one, right? But the cool thing is that once you finish off one round, right, when the next round starts, you have to drive it to the next area. So I actually saw it in the treehouse. That's pretty cool. Next one is the Knockout Tour, where you have like 4 or 5 levels or 4 or 5 stages. In order for you to advance to the next stage, you have to be like within certain place. So it gets lesser and lesser as you go. So that's Knockout Tour. And finally, I think the coolest part is the free roam, which actually I mentioned to Adri. This is kind of like the Forza Horizon series where you actually get
Correct.
to roam around. I'm hoping, yeah, that's pretty much free roam. So that's Mario Kart World launch title. Next thing is the Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour, where it's pretty much a tech demo, where you get to understand. It's a manual, I think. Which you get to understand more of the Switch 2 device, and they also give you some some cool experience, trying out the different feature, like example the mouse feature and stuff like that. So that's Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour. The other launch title, it's basically the inclusion of the GameCube into the NSO. So that's I think I put it as a launch title as well. All right. So aside from that, there's 3 more games that's releasing soon as well. One is the Donkey Kong Bonanza. It's releasing on 17 July 2025. Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment, all right, is coming out in winter 2025. And a cool little game called Drag X Drive, releases in summer 2025. You guys can pick any of the games you want to talk about. Let's start first with Adri first. Oh, Adri, you're muted.
Okay. So the one that I've been manifesting the past previous Nintendo Directs, but end up getting a different franchise. Hyrule Warriors, Age of Imprisonment. Holy crap, that is. I'm surprised they didn't shadow drop the trailer this time, like they did with Age of Calamity. Like it's a random Wednesday night, and they just here you go, Hyrule Warriors, Age of Calamity. Not during a direct or whatever, they just drop it. So I'm so happy they properly announced this during this very important direct, and seeing it in action, this franchise moving forward from the simple Hyrule Warriors spin-off that basically combine other Zelda series into one multiverse of madness, and then they decided to focus on the Breath of the Wild Tears of the Kingdom universe with this one. So yeah, shows that Nintendo is pretty serious with this, and Koei Tecmo is pretty having a good relationship with um, Nintendo, which also leads to another game, that the third party game that we will talk about it down the line. So yeah, and seeing the trailer, I can see that a lot of things, a lot of effects, details, animation, cinematic scenes. They've implemented a lot from what they learned from the first 2 games, and also the Dynasty Warriors series, or Samurai Warriors, or the Muso series in general. So I think this is gonna be Koei Tecmo's best Warrior series to date for now, until they release the next Fire Emblem Warriors, that is, which is also good. That Fire Emblem Warriors.
You know it's coming. It's
So
coming.
it's coming for sure. But yeah, good that Koei Tecmo has 2 Warrior games based on 2 Nintendo IPs right now. So kudos to Koei Tecmo, and I'm looking forward to Age of Imprisonment, just to continue the story. I don't know if it's gonna be like a alternate universe like Age of Calamity per se. They made it alternate universe near the end.
that one was a
Spoiler
bit. That
alert.
one was a bit
Disappointing a bit, right? Like,
disappointing, yeah.
yeah.
I guess it's for the
They
IP sake, lah, right? They want the positivity and stuff like that.
they were playing it safe, lah. I thought things. I honestly, before they announced Tears of the Kingdom, I thought what happened in Age of Calamity would affect the next, like Tears of the Kingdom, or whatever the Breath of the Wild 2 we thought, right, would affect, because they literally changed history there and whatever. Right? So you technically, so in retrospect, you have to play Breath of the Wild, Age of Calamity, and then you play Breath of the Wild 2 or whatever. And yeah, it made that thing as an essential series. But I guess Nintendo sees it as a spin-off only. So I don't blame them for making alternate universe. So, but it's still a fun game, Age of Calamity. So I want to see how they do Age of Imprisonment. When the will it be really the history of Tears of the Kingdom, or would there be a all history changing shenanigans happening again?
Apparently said, I think there was some statement saying that it's a canon, but I'm not sure about that. So
I
it's
Is
think I
it
saw it
yeah.
as well. I think I don't sure where I
Yeah.
saw,
So
but
from
but it
from
says that
Nintendo?
yeah.
Nintendo said that,
I
or
think
I
so.
don't
I
know.
think so.
okay?
Was it yeah one of the ads, right? So it did mention that it's a canon kind of, but I think that would be a bit slightly bit more manageable compared to whatever happened with Age of Calamity, right? Because for Age of Imprisonment, it goes back. Well, spoilers, guys. So I think we're talking about the historical kind of take that they had with Tears of the Kingdom, right? So I think about 10,000 years, 100,000 years kind of stuff. So hopefully it when they say canon, right, it just means that they won't change anything that happens in the future, something like that. Unlike whatever that we got with Calamity and Breath of the Wild, right? So so hopefully that's why they were they're a bit brave to admit that this is canon kind of stuff. But yeah,
Yeah,
Mm,
I think it's understandable
correct.
because in
Tears of the Kingdom.
Age of Calamity, right, is based on Breath of the
Mm.
Wild, right? The four
Yep,
champions, right,
correct.
is so iconic that maybe what Nintendo think is that they don't want to have anything bad happen to them. But for Tears of the Kingdom, the four sages, right, 4 5
Yeah.
sages, basically the sages, we don't know who they are. They don't really do
Yeah,
much.
exactly. Yeah.
Their presence is
Mm.
like very minimal. So
Okay,
it's like
okay,
in that
okay.
case, I'm okay if they lose, right?
Correct.
No,
Agree.
because it
Yeah.
was so
No, that.
iconic. The four champions is so damn iconic that these ones are like nothing. That's the problem I have with Tears of Kingdom, by the way. For the sages,
Uh,
they have like so they don't do much. They say the same thing anyway. So yeah, I can die. I don't care. I don't care.
okay, okay.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Anything else you want to share, or else move on to Reese?
No, just yeah, really looking forward to it.
Right. Cool. Reese. So just give us a thought of what you think about this first party lineup.
Okay. Of course. I think my take would be Donkey Kong
Mm,
Bonanza, right? So
Bonanza.
yeah, initially when
Bonanza.
they released that that video, right? Everyone, well, at least I was uh, really thinking that this would be like Mario Odyssey 2 or whatever, right? Uh, but after I think after a couple of seconds, then we got to know that this is Donkey Kong, and I'm 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 very excited to see that they are using a different art design for Donkey Kong.
Oh yeah, yeah.
The
It goes
latest one
back
lah,
to
right? The Mario
right.
Kart World one, right?
Yes, exactly.
Mario
So
Kart.
apparently they're using the one of the oldest take for Donkey Kong design. I think way back during NES kind of period. So they're using that, and I thought it was nice. I mean, I love the one that we got with retro version of Donkey Kong. I mean, Frozen, Donkey Kong Country Returns kind of stuff. That Donkey Kong looks a bit more matured and I guess uh, civilized. I don't know whether that's gonna be a word that you use for a monkey ape kind of stuff, but the new version feels like he is playful. He's like a real uncivilized monkey, you know. So you can see from the smile and from the way that he moves. And apparently, I feel that this game is might be one of the technical marvel as well, because apparently you can destroy uh, your surrounding, and then
Oh yeah,
I
yeah.
heard that
Yep.
I heard that it'll memorize whatever that the changes that you made, and that sounds a bit interesting. And from the soundtrack, the theme that you get, it feels like this is gonna be like a very high tempo kind of game where you can hear the drum beat kind of stuff, and uh, I definitely feel that they are taking Tears of the Kingdom kind of tech uh, technical kind of uh, sets for this as well, because apparently you're going deep dive
Jump up
underground,
as well.
right?
Suddenly gets a jump
Yes,
up. What happened
yeah,
there?
exactly.
That's Tears of the
Yeah.
Kingdom.
Yes, exactly. So I mean, you expect Nintendo to do this kind of stuff, and they usually they'll deliver, and I am very interested to see how this game gonna turn out. July. So uh, I have a very because Donkey Kong had always been the sideline for Mario for Nintendo, right? For the last couple of years. I mean, the last game that we got was Tropical Freeze, which was like I think 10 years ago. For a second, was it during Wii U time, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, that was so long ago, and finally after last year we got the theme park. I guess they really wanted to put Donkey Kong back up front. So I'm glad that they do this. But of course, a bit sad that this is not we're not getting the new Mario. Do you I mean
The new Mario design?
No,
no,
Oh,
but
new
he's
Mario
meaning new
game.
Mario game.
yeah, everyone is
Okay,
expecting that
okay.
to because last time when we got Switch, Mario Odyssey came, I think maybe somewhere in October, right? So they have two big guns, Zelda Breath of the Wild and Mario, and so in this case we getting Mario Kart, and this one I'm not sure we're gonna get any new Mario at least this year. I don't know. Yeah, that's yeah,
I
but yeah, I'm very excited for that game. Yep, yep.
I actually read somewhere which is pretty interesting. I agree as well. It's actually a good thing that they focus on Donkey Kong because you bet there will always be a Mario game that comes out, but you cannot guarantee there will always be a Donkey Kong game that comes out. So if you get a chance for a Donkey Kong game, take it. But there was always a Mario game, so no need to worry. There will always be a Mario game coming out somewhere, but Donkey Kong don't always get a chance, man. So do support it. Do support it.
Yeah,
If it's not doing well,
a bit of
then go back again.
yeah. A bit of trivia on this as well. So the last time we got a 3D Donkey Kong was way
64.
back in Nintendo 64.
64, yeah.
And
See how long is that?
No
yeah,
way.
yeah, that was
Yeah,
so long ago.
so
That game I think wasn't the best. I mean, there a lot of problem with that game. I know that there's a lot of fan. I mean, there's some minority kind of group that loves the game, but I think that's one of the reason Nintendo didn't push Donkey Kong to be 3D because of how the game was not a good kind of yeah deliverables from them. But hopefully this time around with the new 3D Donkey Kong, and it does look very convincing that it's gonna be an awesome game. Yep.
yep. Alright, cool. That's Donkey
Cool.
Kong Bonanza.
Somebody, I
Uh
want to add on the Donkey Kong
yeah.
when he punched down the hole.
Uh,
Somebody put the Ultraman effect because the way he goes down, it looks like Ultraman coming up, but he's going down, so it's so it's kind of cool. I like that nod.
Definitely brute power, right? Exactly.
Really
I mean,
brute power, really brute
yeah,
power.
you can
But
see the similarities, right? Because the contrast. I mean, so Mario Odyssey, you'll see Mario will be very agile in his movement, kind of.
yeah, correct.
But this one is gonna be just smashing everything, and that
Just
feels
smash the damn thing. Yeah, I like it. I like
yeah.
it.
That technical Marvel thing is actually that technical thing is also very important, very interesting for me. Where I wonder, can you just flatten the whole stage?
yeah,
That
yeah,
would
yeah.
be
Dude,
cool.
that's a good
Yeah,
legit question.
if we can, right, I want to see someone actually do that. That it's so stupid, but I don't know. It just seems like a fun thing to do because it's kind of like have you guys played the Lego World on the Switch or anywhere?
Oh, okay. A bit.
Yeah, it's technically like that where everything is destructible. You can technically just flatten the whole area. So if Donkey Kong can do this, right? Wow. I feel that would be awesome lah. Because Lego you expect it to do so lah, but these are like different kind of textures and stuff, right? So that would be cool. Zerg, what do you think about the first party lineup?
Hey, I'm interested with one game only because you guys have mentioned so much.
Mhm.
The card game, the one that use a wheelchair.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
Oh, Drag and Drive.
Yes, not because I see a lot of people use wheelchair every day, but there is a I
What? What?
Oh my
have
goodness.
you have you
That is
seen how it works? Have you seen how they integrate between you? I don't know whether you guys played a lot of knuckle game, what the fighting game?
Arms.
Arms, right?
Knuckle.
I was
Knuckles.
blown away with arms back then,
Yeah, arms was cool.
and
Yeah.
I was looking high and low for it. It's always out of stock where I stay.
Yeah, surprising.
Yeah, and I finally get it. Then after that, I just played for like less than 20 hours. Then I'm done with it.
That
Anyway,
still is good.
Yeah,
That's a
yeah,
good number for it.
yeah, it is. I was blown away because the way it works of the mouse thingy and how you actually need to use the nunchaku again, like the usual nunchaku,
Mm-hmm.
plus how you need to slide everything like a cartwheel. You see, so for me, it is a very innovative. It will be a very good multiplayer. I don't know whether it's 1-on-1 or 1v2, but that is something that I'm looking forward to. And I'm sure it's not going to be as expensive as Zelda, right? Knowing that we don't know what's the local price for the game for Switch 2. So that will be my first play game, I will think. Apart from Mario Kart, obviously. See
Hmm.
where I'm going to get the Switch 2, whether it's going to be in Japan or Malaysia. So yeah, those are the games that I'm interested with. Zelda, yeah, but I think I'll go with discounted price. I don't know whether you can say discount for Nintendo games, right? Because they
Oh,
hardly
this is
go on sale.
hard, dude. This is really hard.
Yeah, it's gonna be difficult. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. But yeah, I think it's a solid lineup. And plus the Kirby games as well.
Oh yeah.
Whether you guys are interested with that. So
The Air
Right.
Rider.
right. I think it's a fun, like on and off kind of touch and go game. So yeah, we'll see how it goes because April has a lot of games that are gonna be released. I'm not sure whether we can finish all April games. Say for example, we can get like July. Hopefully, it's gonna be a bit later. So yeah, probably we'll see another lineup of games. I'm actually hoping for Monster Hunter to be released in Switch
Oh,
2. So
I
it
when
will be
that
a
day
perfect. Yeah.
when that day happens, man, I would be a happy man. I'm like, yeah, this is the best. This is the best console to have. If plus if we get the game chat on, that would be cool.
Yeah.
For my case, you guys mentioned Hyrule Warriors already. You guys mentioned Drag and Drive,
Mm.
Donkey Kong
Mhm.
Bonanza. That I'll just go with the normal one, which is the Mario Kart World. Because I actually see the stream for the Treehouse. It's pretty cool. I actually really enjoy the all three different modes. I think the Treehouse did show the Grand Prix, which I actually enjoy a lot. The lot of animation is pretty smooth. The what's that thing called? You're on the railing. The railing. You are like one wheel on the railing. That one was pretty cool. And they actually show like there's more option for you to avoid the blue shell. So that's pretty fun. What else? They also did do the knockout tour also, which I find it very interesting. But I would say that because of all this additional stuff, right? Every round that you're gonna play, I think it's gonna extend it already. Because let's say one round you finish already, in order for you to get to the second location, you have to drive there. So in just add on that additional timing when it comes to your game time. So I feel like the game length for this game is gonna be really increased, which is why I thought, okay, like, I understand that the pricing thing, we're gonna talk about it later, but I do feel for this game lah, right? I do feel there's really that additional what's it called, the modes, the features that's added into this game that I feel it justifies lah. But We'll talk about the pricing later. But Mario Kart World is the most exciting one for me, aside from Hyrule Warriors, which I definitely will be playing. I would not be getting it on sale, Reserve, because I play a lot of Age of Calamity. I play a lot of the original Hyrule Warriors, a lot. Especially what's that mode called already? There's a mode called for the original Hyrule Warriors called the
Endless? Is it endless
not endless.
survival?
No, not survival. It's a puzzle. It's a big map. I forgot what it is, but I'll share with you guys later on.
Oh, is it the first one?
Yeah, the
The
first
first one,
one.
right?
I
I
forgot.
think I know which one. I know which one you're referring.
Yeah, that one was interesting. I
Was
hope
it classic mode?
not classic mode. Is not the story mode. It's basically the other one. I forgot what's it called already.
Okay.
Yeah, but that one actually extended the game time a lot actually. So I hope they'll do that because Age Calamity don't have that. Age Calamity is pretty much story mode, maybe some challenges. That's about it. But anyway, let's move on to the Nintendo Switch 2 edition games. I don't want to dwell too long
Yes.
about this, but
Okay.
let's just go through with this. Basically, there are
Mm.
certain games that are enhanced for the Nintendo Switch 2. So I just list them down. Breath of the Wild plus Tears of the Kingdom. Both of these actually has the enhanced graphics and frame rates. They actually show it already. There are a lot of people who actually, the journalists who actually uh got a chance to hands on with this, and they say that it's smooth 60 FPS. And they purposely, I think Nintendo did this for a purpose. They actually let them try in the Korok Forest. So Reese, you know that the Korok Forest is notorious to be the FPS killer.
Laggy.
Yeah, super laggy. So they seems to fix that already. And they also add on the Zelda notes, which is pretty much an additional feature in the Nintendo Switch app where it has navigation and stuff like that, and you can also share your creation via the app, which is something I feel a lot of people wanted for the original Tears of the Kingdom, but they did not do it. I'm not sure why this one cannot be done in the original Tears of the Kingdom, but anyway, that's that. This one, right? This Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, right? They say that if you have the NSO expansion, I think this one you get for free. I'm not sure about the the others, which is Metroid Prime 4 Beyond, where they add on the mouse control. They have 4K 60 FPS, and or you can choose performance mode, which is 1080p 120 FPS. I think this is a first for Nintendo, right? 120 FPS for this case. That was crazy. Next is Super Mario Party Jamboree. Plus with Jamboree TV, is it? Something like that. Where there's add-on additional content and also mouse control. Pokemon ZA. It has enhanced graphics and frame rates. I heard even the Pokemon Scarlet and Violet also be getting something like this as well. So it's a much needed patch. Next is the Kirby and the Forgotten Land plus with Star Cross World. It's the same
Oh
thing.
yeah.
Plus they added the Star Cross World, the additional, what's it called? The story mode, I guess.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, I
It's
think
an
Adri is excited
expansion.
for this one because I remember he has this game.
More Elden Ring expansion.
Kirby Elden Ring, yeah. And
Kirby Elden Ring.
and we have Sid Meier's Civilization 7, where they add on mouse control. Thank God. I hope they add on mouse
Oh yeah,
control
that one.
for the older the civilizations as well, because I using the keypad, the stick to play. I was like, what am I doing? But it's still fun lah. But anyway, what do you guys think about this? Just a quick one. Maybe let's go with Zerg first. What do you think, Zerg?
Hello, I think it's a solid lineup. I will definitely try the Kirby and the Pokemon, the graphic
Yeah.
one. But I'm used with graphic enhanced for PS. I'm not sure how good this gonna be, but it's a good welcoming. Because I haven't finished my Pokemon Violet, I think, because it comes with two, right? So probably I'll give it a try with with an addition of additional graphic enhance, and we'll see how it goes from there. But say for example, if it requires a additional download or whatever, or micro SD, right? Because I'm not sure whether they're gonna increase the size and everything. We'll see how it goes. Like what Harry was saying, the price. I'm not sure whether we can get like outright purchase from Switch. I mean Shopee. I don't know whether you guys have purchased micro SD from Shopee before.
I
'Cause
have
I did.
Yeah,
I
I
did.
bought mine. Yeah.
And,
got
yeah,
scanned
I
one.
did, and mine was not a legit one. So that actually gave me one of the reason why I don't use micro SD so much. Not because I finished the game in one day, like what Riz was saying. So so yeah, I'll see how it goes. But I'm sure once the Switch 2 gonna be released, there's gonna be a lot of games that you
Bundle.
want to play
Mm.
first, right?
Yeah.
So we just need to pick and choose and see which one is good. Definitely gonna be that first party game first, and then only follow up. First. So yeah, that 4 hours gameplay with a good docking display gonna make me wanna play all the vibrant color games first, and yeah, all the colorful Pokemon thingy. So yeah, those are the games that I'm gonna give it a try and see how it goes in comparison with my PS Portal and see whether the vibrant color gonna pop up more than anything else.
Quick one before we move on to the rest of you guys, right? The upgrade pack, right? Aside from the Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, which is free for, and also expansion, right? The rest are you pretty much have to buy the upgrade
Yeah.
pack, if I'm not wrong. What do you guys think the pricing would be? I would say it's around $10 to $15
Same.
So that would be
Same.
like 50 ringgit. 50 ringgit sounds about right.
I'm basing it off the PlayStation how they
Which
to
is how
upgrade
much?
from which is 50 also.
Oh, 50 also. Okay, well, then
50, yeah.
that
It's
sounds
a
about
fixed
right.
price. All the upgrade price 50.
Okay, let's go with that one. So let's move on to Adri. What do you got anything you want to say about
The
this
third party ones.
the Nintendo Switch 2 additional games, the one that we talk about?
I'm just I'll just repeat what I said that time that the Street Fighter 6 coming to Switch 2, like wow, the a fighting game finally.
Oh, you're talking about the party, but anyway.
Sorry, additional. Sorry, guys.
I think he skipped past quite a bit.
Actually, I was scrolling again. I lost it. Oh, yeah, Kirby and the Forgotten Land. I'm going with that. Never expected to get an expansion edition. So this game is what 3 years old at this point, and
When do you
it
play
got.
that though?
I play on launch. I played on launch, finished it on the same year. So yeah, it's been so many years since I touched it. Good thing I didn't sell it off, knowing that they have this. I thought they would just create Forgotten Land 2 or something, but here you go, Starcross World. So I don't know what twisted final boss I'll be fighting this time. I like to point out that this announcement came at the same time as Elden Ring for the Switch as well. So what a coincidence! This two Souls-like game is coming to the Switch too. So oh yeah, and also Elden Ring came out the same year as Kirby Forgotten Land. So there you
What
go.
a coincidence.
What a coincidence! It's like they planned this. They planned this.
Okay. Reese, what about you?
Well, for me, of course, Tears of the Kingdom. The Switch 2 version is gonna be uh my thing that I'm gonna do. I guess that you'll be able to download this application where it would add a bit more guide kind of thing to complete the game kind of stuff. But interestingly, apparently they're adding some lore kind of thing with the game as well. So apparently within, I'm not sure whether this applies to Breath of the Wild, but for the Tears Kingdom, you will be able to find like a lot of VO for Zelda, or maybe Koga, Master Koga, or even I think couple of other characters that you'll be able to locate. There'll be some VO spread out the whole map, and apparently there's a lot, so you can find those, and definitely those are new content. So yeah, that'll be very interesting. As for the rest, I think I'm if it's coming with the NSO, then I'm gonna be happy. But if not, then
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be just yeah. Because most of them are games that we have been playing around. Of course, Mario Party Jamboree will have a couple of new gameplay addition to the Switch version, right? And then I think Pokemon will be one of the biggest one, but apparently they didn't share anything about what kind of upgrade that you would get with it.
Yeah. A bit.
Yeah. Yeah, so I don't know. Yeah,
I think
that's it.
the one that's most basic would be, like, as you mentioned, Pokemon ZA, where it's just beefed up version, which is better graphics and just better frame rates. That's about it. Yeah.
Oh,
Breath of
but I
yeah.
remember Harry, when you mentioned the Pokemon ZA presentation was slightly much better than the Pokemon Direct. What was it?
Oh
Was it the
yeah.
feature? The feature they were mentioning that time in that one? Was it the battle royale part?
Yeah, the battle royale
The battle
part for
royale.
the is announced during the Switch One Direct, the last Switch One Direct, where they actually
Oh
reveal
yeah, it was Switch
some
with Direct. Yeah.
gameplay which is way better than whatever
Yes,
Pokemon
yes,
actually
yes.
share
Correct,
in their
correct.
own Direct. That was stupid lah, seriously. Um, you I do understand. I mean, it's like 1 or 2 weeks difference, and you can't just show the more interesting modes that's already ready to show.
Uh-huh.
Weird lah,
Correct,
weird
correct.
stuff lah. Seriously, some weird decision making there. It's like they're out of touch or something like that. I agree with what Ree said. Unless they actually added on additional modes or content like Super Mario Party Jamboree or even Tears of the Kingdom Breath of the Wild. If it's just an enhanced version, which I personally have played before, I won't buy it, because what I'll do is, if it's a very story driven game, right? Like, what's the point? I already
Yeah,
experienced the story, unless it's like a
true.
very gameplay based kind of game, then yes, I would. But aside from
Hmm.
that, I already know the
Correct, correct.
story. I'm good already. I'll move on. Unless I have additional money, I have free money, extra money to spend, I still won't buy it. Okay, cool.
What? Okay, the build up. That was good.
I mean, unless I really like the game lah, maybe. All right, let's
True
move on
lah.
to pretty much we're almost the end soon already. Let's talk about the third party. Because
Okay, me,
there's a
me, me,
lot.
me.
Because there's a lot.
Oh,
Um,
do we choose one? We choose
I'm
one.
not gonna say everything. Should I just
Okay,
list down
okay.
everything? I should, right?
Um,
God help
you
me.
already list out. We gotta keep consistency.
Oh shit. Okay. All right. Launch titles. We have Elden Ring Tarnished Edition. I think it's pretty much the Ultimate
Woo.
Edition, right? Where
Yeah,
I'm not sure whether it includes a Night Rain or not. I would be interested on the Night Rain part.
Night
We
Rain is
should
a
play that
separate. It's a separate game.
separate game. Oh. Okay. Never mind.
It
No
wouldn't
worries.
be. Yeah.
Maybe it needs more time lah. Anyway. Hades 2. Adri's favorite Street Fighter 6. You'll talk about it later. Fortnite
Yes.
Split Fiction. I'm actually very excited about Split Fiction. Hogwarts Legacy Enhanced Edition.
Mhm.
Hitman World of Assassination Signature Edition. Bravely Default Flying Fairy HD Remaster. Yakuza
Mhm.
0 Director's Cut. I think Yakuza 0 was already in the Switch run, right? But I guess this one is
Yeah.
okay. Can next is Deltarune. I think it's the last chapter coming out already,
The
right?
chapter 3 and 4, I think.
Chapter 3 and 4. Okay.
There's 1 and 2, but 3. Yeah, there's three or 4 is coming out this time.
All right, cool. Next we have Survival Kits. And
Okay.
then we have Cyberpunk 2077 Ultimate Edition. This is a shocker, but not shocking
Mhm.
because I did mention it somehow. Next is Kurisugami Path of the Goddess. I have a few things to say about this one. I love it.
Okay,
Puyo
okay,
Puyo
okay.
Tetris 2S. Rune Factory Guardians of Azuma. Nobunaga's Ambition Awakening Complete Edition. Fast Fusion. Shadow Labyrinth. And also Arcade Archives 2 Ridge Racer.
Ridge Racer.
Let's stop here first with the titles. I don't want to go
Okay.
specific games. You guys know what I
Okay.
feel about Konisugami Path of the Goddess is a dream come true. I love this game when I'm playing on PC Game Pass. I said this is gonna be fantastic for Switch 2, and they actually come out for the Switch 2. So I'm happy there. But in overall launch titles, crazy lineup. There's so many games for third party. This just shows how much Nintendo Switch has contributed in terms of the confidence for third party developers. So they actually planted the seed for during the Switch time. Now it's blossoming for Switch 2. So I hope this is just gonna be a good taste of what's to come, where whenever you see a new game coming up, it's gonna be coming out to the Switch 2 as well. You see a Switch 2 logo side there, because I'm getting a bit sick of having new games but no Switch logo, Nintendo logo there. So I'm just talking about launch lineup for now, but this is a very solid launch lineup. So what do you guys think? Let's go with Reese first.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely the third party ones, right? So I don't know. Elden Ring. I mean, we did dwell that a lot. I mean, Zerg would definitely love that game. But yeah, anyway.
Zerg. Play with us, Zerg. Oh, there's one game we can play with us later. Wow, anyways, go on.
And then of course Silk Song. I mean, I don't know if you guys noticed, there was this like a brief kind of so apparently Silk Song is going to be 2025, and I'm very excited for that game. So yeah, and then we do have the new Bloodborne, but apparently it's like a PvP game.
Oh,
is it?
that's later after this.
But to be frank, just for my sake of the sake of my throat, right? You guys can include the upcoming titles as well.
Okay.
Already okay.
Go ahead, Reese.
Let's go.
I can't read everything,
So-
dude. Have mercy. Go ahead.
Yeah, but yeah, so far it's a very encouraging kind of list of games. As I've been saying, my focus definitely gonna be on Silk Song. Hopefully, somewhere around this year, it'll be popping up, because we've been waiting for them for years, and finally we have a year kind of that it'll be around this year, and then yeah, I think, of course, Nintendo has always been more towards the first party kind of game. The third party is just the icing on the cake kind of stuff, right? I'm happy that we're gonna get a lot of other those stuff, and apparently even Borderlands coming in.
Oh yeah.
That's
it was
awesome.
a bit. So Borderlands 4, was it? Yeah, Borderlands 4.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I was surprised to hear that they're really excited to put it on Switch. And then you guys saw the Hitman. That was nice as well. The Hitman, apparently they got some Mario and Luigi kind of theme or costume maybe for the Hitman.
Wouldn't be surprised.
and then we're gonna
He's
get
always very wacky.
of course, yeah, wacky. And then we're gonna get James Bond edition as well. So
That's crazy.
yeah, I'm really excited for the third party. Apparently, this is just a signature to tell that third party are on board. So they, with whatever Switch success story that we've been hearing all this while, so third party are convinced, so they are gonna be joining the train. Miyazaki, going back to the Dust, was it Dust Blood?
That's
Is it?
Bloods. That's an S.
That's Blood.
Bloods.
That's Blood. So
Banyak darah.
Miyazaki, banyak darah.
Banyak darah.
Does it mean Bangla
Darah
Dara?
habuk.
No
Yeah,
lah. I mean
dust is
dust.
habuk. I thought dust is habuk.
Just dust. Dusk is what? Senja?
Oh,
Senja.
Dust. DUSK. Sorry, yeah.
Yeah. Banyak darah senja.
We need to normalize when they release on Malaysia, right? You need to translate. You need to have a translation of that
We
name.
need those direct translation back, man.
Just
We need those.
Yeah. Yeah. Cyberpunk. we'll get the ultimate edition, right? So it'll be with the Liberty uh expansion as well. So yeah, I think well, it doesn't matter what kind of third party game, but the point is that apparently we gotta get that support for the third party, and that would definitely give a bit of edge in going against a lot of other PC uh, portable device. I mean, Rogue Ally, of course, Steam Deck, right? So
Mhm.
those third party games. I mean, Hades 2 is coming as well, right? I saw
Hades 2,
that
yep.
trailer.
Hades 2 as
It is
well.
too
Hades
correct.
2, yeah.
Yeah.
Correct.
So right now that game is still under
Early.
uh,
Early
what you
access.
call it? Early access, right? So yeah, I'm glad that finally third party on board, and let's see how they're gonna deliver this second iteration for Switch.
All right. Then I think I'll put Adri last. Let's go with Zerg
Okay.
first.
Okay.
I won't go into one by one of
Yeah,
it.
no worries.
Thank goodness.
But the moment I saw the first Switch reveal, I was very impressed with kind of confidence that all the first party, third party, be it an indie or even triple A or double A games, plus in Nintendo, especially Switch, knowing that they can sell a lot with Switch, right? Especially Switch 2 coming here. So to say the least, which game I like, which one is not. I think number one, it depends on FOMO. If everyone else is playing, probably I'm gonna get whatever games are gonna be on sale.
I know what
That is
game is
not-
it already. I know what game is it. Let's all buy the Dust Bloods so that
Not
Zerg
Dust
will
Blood.
play it.
No, no, no.
Because
Not
it's
Dust Blood.
PvE anyway.
He's gonna beat the next God of War.
It's
Yeah,
definitely a Bloodborne kind of yeah.
it is.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah, so for some reason Sony so naughty that they don't want to do a remake and release that. But yeah, I think a
But
lot of people are
I
going.
do wonder, is Switch 2 gonna be the only console that carry the game?
Yeah, it's
Apparently, I heard it's
exclusive. I
exclusive.
So far, they
think
say
Right?
exclusive.
it's exclusive. I think
Exclusive,
that's it,
yeah.
man. I think that's it. It is.
Yeah, I think a lot of people gonna buy Switch 2 just for that game. I mean, if
Yeah.
I'm not
It's
exaggerating,
Miyazaki,
right?
right? It's Miyazaki. So he's like there's a high stature kind of level that he's been looked upon, right? So I don't know,
Yeah, not
I agree.
surprising there lah.
Mm.
So other than that, hopefully, yeah, it's a good thing that it's only on Switch 2 so that it cannot be the game of the year, please. Um,
Hey,
the
hold
whole
on a
reason,
second. You don't know. You don't know. We have Breath of the
Astrobot,
Wild
right?
getting Game of the Year. So
Yeah,
eh.
Astrobot as well, just for
Yeah,
PS5.
sure. But what about God of
Yay!
War and stuff? God of War.
Well, to make a comparison with Elden Ring, people are saying that they win the game because of multi-platform. But anyway, good lineup, splendid games that we're gonna have. I'm sure they're gonna be a lot of game nominee in Game of the Year this year, and it's a smart move that they're releasing the Switch 2 just before Christmas. I'm sure it will be hot sales. I'm sure it's gonna be out of stock very very soon. So yeah, I'm hype up.
Okay, then we move on to Adri. What's your overall?
I wanna. I don't wanna talk about one game. I know I already started about Street Fighter 6, but I wanna talk about the overall lineup, which which links back to what we talked about many podcasts before, which is the Nintendo acquiring the port company for my MK1 and Hogwarts Legacy, and I can see that all these ports probably is thanks to that purchase that they are involved in all of this. I believe. I don't know, like if it's I know they definitely involved in the Hogwarts Legacy
Confused. Yeah.
enhanced edition. That one's for sure. That could be their first project after they get acquired from Nintendo. So yeah, you can see in the trailers like they run very well. I don't know. They didn't say it was in development or whatever. They didn't say or did not run or what we can assume is running on a Nintendo Switch 2 hardware. So I'm guessing that purchase has really benefited Nintendo, and we can see like all those third-party developers have benefited from that as well. And I hope it really runs as we saw during the presentation. And yeah, it's like it looks pretty good. Like
Otherwise, huh?
Cyberpunk looks pretty good. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Apparently based
I think
on
40
base,
FPS.
yeah,
Yeah,
which is better.
based on
I
what we saw.
mean,
Better than 30, right? Of course.
better than 30. So
It's a
what else
portable.
can I say?
Yeah,
It's a
What else
but
can I
portable
yeah,
say?
device.
it's portable. And fighting games like Street Fighter 6 is definitely neat that every frame rate or every input, and knowing that they have worked on Mortal Kombat 1 and it works pretty good. So yeah, Capcom definitely benefit from that collaboration with definitely with Shiver. So yeah, looking
We
forward.
want Wilds. We
We
want
are
Wilds.
wild. Oh, I talked to Harry about this during our reaction, but the reason they probably didn't put Wilds yet is probably Capcom
Yeah.
wants to put the spotlight on FF6 first and Kunitsugami,
Uh,
which Kunitsugami is even a smaller IP, so they don't want Wilds
Yeah,
to like
true.
to overshadow all that. And,
Makes sense.
Street Fighter 6 is they're gonna announce a new character soon or something, so they wanna put SF6 back in the in the marketing or limelight for now until they announce the last character for the U2 character pass. So yeah, that makes sense in the marketing stand. And whilst they just released a new update today, or at that time it wasn't released yet, so they want to focus, probably get the update out. And if if they announce, it'll be confusing if we announce during that Nintendo Switch presentation, because they probably need to say, "Oh, is the new update also coming out on the whatever or nonsense?" Or it just they didn't think like Monster Hunter didn't doesn't need the spotlight for that one yet. But the other theory is probably they want to announce it in their own Monster Hunter presentation or whatnot.
Expansion, yeah, whatever you
Yeah,
call it.
or let's say like in the next update, or because the new update just came out today, right? So they probably in a few more months they're gonna announce it during their next update, or maybe the summer game fest that's coming in June. That could be another potential way to hear it about Nintendo Switch. It's inevitable involvement in Switch 2. So yeah, it's definitely gonna be one of those major. It's either their own or one of those major uh game shows that they're gonna announce. Yep. Yep.
By the way, Final Fantasy 7 remake integrate that. What does it mean? I mean we're getting the two version.
You're getting the
separate.
Yuffie. You're getting the Yuffie side story as well.
Oh, so it's gonna be a two different game or
It's
a
one
same
game, one game,
Uh,
right? It's one
is
game.
one game. Is one game. It's one game.
Oh,
But
okay.
you can choose. Like you play as Yuffie. I don't know if you need to finish the first game, then you can play Yuffie, or you can just play Yuffie straight away.
Yeah,
But
because yeah, the
yeah,
original one you
so
have remake, and then only
yeah,
then they'll get integrated, right? So yeah,
yeah, correct, correct.
two different game, right? So
Yes. So Harry's gonna get the definitive remake
Yeah,
one experience.
I was about to say
it looks
this.
good.
Yeah, I was about to close up this section with I finally will be able to play FF7 remake.
Yeah.
Finally, I was like, oh, this feels good, man. What would make me even more hyped for third party would be the Kingdom Hearts games. I hope they
Oh
finally
my.
would put the
Kingdom
all
Hearts
the whole
4.
thing, yeah, all the
The whole
games
thing. Yep.
in no more cloud versions. Yeah, so
Correct. Correct.
that's what I'm hyped for this one. All right, we don't have much time left. Let's move on to the last two sections. That'll be quick. This is one that I
Oh.
really hope Reese will give his his opinion. Let's talk about pricing because I think this is the hardest one to talk about. We don't have local pricing yet. But basically, just everything is just based on the US pricing. We have 449 US dollars for console, the standard edition of console only lah. And we have the $499 console plus with the Mario Kart World bundle. So 449, 499. All right. And the Mario Kart, I mean, based on the game price itself, the one that's most expensive right now would be Mario Kart World, which will retail at 80 USD. It's confirmed it's retail. It's not, there's no difference with digital and physical. If there's gonna be any difference, it'll be because of the retailers. All right. So the rest are either 70 US dollars, like Donkey Kong Bonanza, right? Or else others are like standard 60s USD. Right, let's talk about this one. I am on the camp of I'm okay with the pricing because of inflation. Same applies for the console, and also same applies for the games, because if you add on inflation, by right it's supposed to be more. But I guess plus with the tariffs and stuff like that, there's really not much thing they can move around. That's why this is the price that they can do at this very moment. Because Nintendo is not stupid as well. They know. I don't believe that they are the evil corporation where they say you are going to buy whatever we make. You are gonna buy whatever the price that we give you. I don't want to believe that Nintendo is that person. I am more of a camp of they have no choice. That's why after a lot of consideration, this is the price that they give you. So I am that camp. And if you are still unable to buy it, I'm sorry to say that you might have to think about, saving, wait a bit longer to get the console, wait a bit longer to get the game.
Sell your kidneys.
Uh,
Sell your kidneys.
I mean, I wouldn't go that far. I wouldn't go that far. I don't know how much is the market price for kidney, but I'm just saying. I mean, like if you can't afford it, then just wait a while. It's not like everything because it's not because of FOMO. Then you have to like, oh, I can't get it on launch day. Then I have to shout about it. That's my camp. What do you guys think? Before Reese comes in, Adri.
Yeah, they didn't. Did they explicitly say this? How much in the presentation? Because I can't recall.
No,
It's
it's
like
not. That is another issue. Also, is that
there's another issue,
they
right?
hide
Like,
it. It seems like they are trying to
Mm.
hide it in the. It took me quite some time to find the $80 price
True.
tag. Right, you have to go inside the.
Yes, I recall. I recall. I was just super hype about the whole thing, and then
Yep.
when you guys talk about it about the price, I'm like, oh, this is not. Oh, ew.
They're scared.
Ew.
Oh. Brother, brother.
That thing's still there.
Yeah. So yeah, it's a bit. It was a bit. I thought I was gonna get day one, when I was like starting to save. I was like Zerg, except I don't share my bank account to you guys that I'm saving. So yeah, I already saved a bit. So but now I'm seeing the price like maybe I should just wait until I want I want the console in the right color and the game's already out or something. So yeah, maybe I'll just stick to Switch One first, because some of the games are coming to Switch One still, right? So
You still be quite
I
a
don't
while,
think
dude.
I'll
So
be.
don't worry about it. You still be quite a
It'll
while.
be quite a while, yeah, yeah. Like I said in our group earlier today, I'll probably wait for the Mario March 10 red color Switch 2 when it comes out, where everything is all red, and I'll be so happy with that. With a better, longer battery life, maybe somehow. The Switch 2 V2 maybe.
Yeah, it is. It does have much better battery life than Switch 2 at the moment. Oh,
Mhm.
you're talking about the Mario Switch 2, is it?
The Mario no when Switch 2, yeah, the
V2.
Mario Switch 2.
Okay.
Switch 2 V2 when they have the
Switch 2
second.
V2.
The battery
Okay,
was
okay.
definitely better.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Let's move on to Zerg then. Zerg, what do you think?
The price?
Yeah.
I I hope the local pricing they don't jack up the price so much.
Yeah,
as
same
They
thing, man.
will.
Same
Definitely
thing.
they will. Definitely they will.
Yeah, like what Reese is saying. He's been practical. I'm sure Gamers Hideout, except Auntie CK.
Nah,
Gonna,
still.
yeah, all these people gonna just check out the price with bundle.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
Exactly.
I remember there's this one shop in One Utama and even the Putrajaya, Iowa City Mall, that forces you to pay cash.
Wow.
Yes.
Just-
Oh, that's
Wow.
crazy.
That's terrible.
Yeah, because they do not want to get involved with the transaction, right?
Right.
There's this one shop.
Shady.
I can't remember what's the name of the shop, but they have a good deal with
Yeah.
everything else. I remember buying my Xbox controller Elite like 200 cheaper compared to the other prices.
Okay.
So I'm sure a lot of local prices gonna be hilariously high. So we'll see
At least the
whether.
first few months. Yep. At least the first few
Yeah, I'm
months.
sure.
Right.
Yeah, that's the thing. Even if it is to be released in July, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm sure you won't get a decent price until September.
No,
October.
Yeah.
So which is why probably I'm gonna get it somewhere in Japan. We'll see how it goes. But I'm not happy with that. You know, in Japan, the local
I'm gonna go with Adri's way.
the local
The-
pricing for Japan is good. But
Just wait until it's better and a better color and a better version of it.
yeah, I think it's gonna be quite a while for you to wait
Yeah, I
until they get
do
a
agree
different
with Zerg
variant. Probably
though.
next year.
We need to check
Hmm?
like when
Yeah.
was the like the date difference, the distance between
Yeah, it's
when the
very.
first Switch
It
comes
took a
out.
while.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
It
does.
took a while. It took a while. It took a
I'm
while.
sure it's
Yeah.
next year.
But okay,
I got
for
my
me,
version.
when I got the Switch is when Pokken was announced. That was like, when did Switch come out? Earlier that year. And then Pokken came out in September, so it took me a few months to really wait until the game comes out. The game that
Okay.
I wanted to play comes out, so it was worth it back then. If you waited like a few months, like in
I
September.
I think Switch One came out on May. I bought it on June or
Uh-huh.
July, so I technically I didn't buy day one as well.
Mm.
I got it day
So
one, but yeah, of course.
You bought day one, okay.
Yeah,
so
I
I
bought day
mean,
one. So
if the prices are getting very ridiculous, like what Zerg say, during like the first month or maybe first 2 months, I'm okay to actually wait until September. I'm saving every month anyway, so that means that I'm
Mm.
in a much better position to buy the Switch 2, maybe plus with some games, maybe plus with some accessories. I can save. I think that is just my way of looking at this.
you're gonna miss out the ambassador program though.
No,
Ta-da.
the ambassador.
I mean, that will only
Why?
happen.
Why?
That don't happen immediately, right? I thought that happens like.
You
I
never
think
know.
within 6 months, okay lah. I think within 6 months, okay lah. I'm actually
Nintendo's
pretty good.
making its presence here in Malaysia. You never know.
Yeah.
So I guess I should buy day one. Oh shit. Okay. Anyway, Zerg, continue if there's anything else you're gonna buy from Japan.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is it? What you
So
don't like about it?
it's too expensive because they just want to curb the.
go.
No, I'm
Huh?
talking
From
about
Japan.
the multi-language.
Malaysian price. Yep.
Yeah,
Oh.
the international price is like almost USD price. I know that Japan yen is reduced now compared to a few
Yeah,
years
very
back.
low.
So that's why I've been saving a few in my wife's account for Apple yen. I mean yen dollar. So I think, but them increasing like 20,000 yen, 20,000 yen just for that price difference in terms of language selection, just to curb that scalper thingy. Mm, if they really want to scalp, they would just scalp. You know, like what happened to
Mm.
the anniversary edition. You do whatever they want. The FOMO that people gonna get in, I'm sure you. It is not surprising to see 4,000 later on. You know, first day you can get it now, like how it was for Steam Deck, right? Steam Deck, I remember my first one. People are selling the LCD for 3,500, and
Ah,
Jesus Christ.
it sells like
correct,
triple
correct.
pizza. Everyone purchased the thing in Shopee. Instead,
Wow.
the price was just 2,600. So if that happens to Steam Deck, that is not as hot selling compared to Switch. Expect like 3,500 for Switch. That is what I'm expecting, because I do not put an expectation for Nintendo Malaysia. I know that we have an official one. Yeah, but I do
Singapore.
not want to put my hopes there, get
Mhm.
disappointed again and again, and end up, you know what? I'm just gonna buy all the scalper price. So, yeah, for me, the Japanese thingy is a bit too much. If only I can understand and read Japanese. I
Yeah.
And to
purchased my
learn.
I purchased my first Switch
I
2
predicted
in
this.
Japan together with the controller, which I still have with zero defect, and it was so cheap compared to the scalper price. I think I got it for 1,004 after tax. I remember when I was there in Tokyo, everyone purchased the game, the Switch console. And then when we were waiting for the flight, almost 60% of them,
We're
those
playing
people
it.
on my same flight are playing, going back.
Damn.
Breath of War.
So
Man.
yeah,
Something to
no FOMO from
consider.
me. No FOMO from me. I'll see how it goes. Even in Japan, for example, I don't think you can buy on first day of release. I'm sure there's gonna be a lot of queue as well. But if you really want to get it, probably like 3
Lottery.
weeks,
I heard
4
there's
weeks.
some lottery stuff happening, right? There would be some
Yeah.
lottery things happening. This
Oh,
way you get
okay.
it.
They have that, yeah? They
Yeah,
have that
we
thing.
don't have this kind of thing here. We are just like everyone just buy from scalpers.
You need to have some certain hours, and you need to have NSO for you to book the thing. That's
Yep.
what I heard from my friend who's
Yeah, yeah,
currently
yeah,
in
yeah,
Japan.
yep.
So
I think they're sending out a survey about something about to manage the scalpers, right? So apparently you need to
Have
fill in some forms.
Yep, NSO I think.
Yeah.
NSO is a must. So I
yeah, you
mean
must have
Okay,
NSO.
that's good.
Yeah, they should have done that for PS anniversary, you see, but then they don't care, just want to sell units. So I'm sure the production of the console gonna be like few months before they can release in market. But like I said, I'm not expecting to have the console day one, unless one of my friends are like saying, "Hey, I got a good price," so probably you just want to give it to me or something, you know. Yeah. So I'm sure Reese
Thank
agree
you,
with me
Zergg.
the pricing. I
Take
think
the
if you if
what?
you really
Say again? What?
if you really see the pricing conversion of PS Portal, right? PS Pro, PS5 Pro, it is not a direct conversion price, so it'll be a little bit higher. So there will be an argument saying that, you know what, for that kind of price you can buy PS5 Slim. I'm sure there's a lot of argument. I'm sure there's a lot of, especially knowing that the price of the game, like 70, 80. So yeah, if you have money, just go for it. I think arguing online and fighting over, oh, I'm ambassador for PS, it is so much better than Switch. I don't know nowadays even Xbox is releasing their own mobile console soon, right? So yeah, so I'm gonna get it. Not sure what's the price for local pricing. If it's too much, I'm gonna get it in Japan or something.
I'll add just one last thing before Reese. I think
Oh, so much
the
pressure.
console pricing for me is fine lah. If it's day one, it's gonna be like 3,005, then definitely no, right? I'm hoping that the local retailers are gonna be more ethical about this. I'm not sure
Mhm.
how much they're gonna do it, or else
I
I can
doubt
just
it, but
wait.
okay.
But I can just wait. I can just wait until like
Yeah, just wait. I just wait.
August, September, when it's back to where it's supposed to be, 2000 to 2005. Then fantastic, I'll take it. Right. So that's one. But I also agree lah, right, that the game prices is a bit high. Game prices is a bit high, but I'm not the kind of person that will destroy the world for that. I'm like, okay, fine, that's the price that you give. That just means that maybe I won't buy immediately. Maybe I'll just wait a while, I save a bit more, then I buy. I know very
Correct.
well that I'm not gonna buy from secondhand. I know very well that you guys don't discount your games. So what can I do? What can I do? Instead of bitching about it, I just can save. I'm
Sell your
just gonna say,
kidney.
okay, so fine, sell kidney as well. That's an option too. I'm gonna save another extra month. Yeah, I'm okay with it. I'm not gonna burn the whole world for that, which a lot of people are doing it right now. Now, which I find is just not very productive, lah. Right? That's my stand on this. Reese, come on. Your turn.
All right, sure. Me, I'm still gonna go for day one kind of purchase. I'm just gonna be hunting it down, just
The one that
finding some way
complained
to
the
get.
most is the one that buy day one. God damn it! Come on. he's.
Well, I'm
Day one purchase.
I'm complaining because I'm worried that it would affect Nintendo. So they have built up a very good base, right, ground, and then if they're going through some silly kind of avoidable kind of um, set piece, right? And that which would cause them uh, the brand to be affected in one or another way, right? So that's my concern right now, because I'm looking at the trend. So when we got I think we was super successful, right? And then they came up with Wii U, and I think there was a bit of issue with the price, and then eventually Wii U flopped, right? So I'm just trying to emulate the same kind of environment. So Switch was very very successful. So if they are gonna do the same stuff of the previous kind of console. I mean, in fact, I think it was since PS2 was super successful back then. PS3
Mhm.
they launched it with a very premium kind of price, and then that
Correct,
didn't
correct.
work well. Yeah, that
Yeah,
didn't
yeah,
work well.
yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, I think Xbox had a similar kind of scenario as well. So I'm applying that kind of situation here. So because they have built up a very good ground for Switch. I mean, everyone loves it, and then they have give you the perception that it's a family kind of platform, right? So when it's a family kind of platform, I think the pricing would definitely be a trigger point when the parents go to the store and saw and a game costing you $80. Definitely they'll be pushing back on those, right? So I think that would be my main concern, and within that kind of logic as well, right? So I I always understand that. I mean, we always know that Nintendo usually when they are selling hardware, they're gonna be selling on profit. Unlike the other two, right? Nintendo, they I think so far that's what they're gonna go with. So they're gonna be selling on profit, right? So uh, and that could apply to this one as well. So I'm just saying that Switch 2 definitely with that kind of logic, right, they're gonna be selling it on a profit kind of route. So you're not gonna apply those logic like whatever they did with Sony or Xbox, where they are gonna be going through. Initially, it's gonna be on a loss mode only until a certain point in time they'll get the ROI right. So with that, it feels that they can manage the price slightly better than this. I mean,
Yeah.
I would see 450. Well, I do understand at the global kind of level, yeah, everything is going up, inflation is going up, kind of stuff. But then they still need to understand that there is a market of consumer that would be, I think, that they wanted to tackle, but then again won't be able to. I mean, this. I mean, we having we're seeing this even within our side, right? So I mean, Adri, you're looking at pushing this back, not a day one kind of purchase. Even Harry was saying that if it's a bit more than the normal pocket kind of budget, then you can always wait for it. I mean, that is the thing that I'm mainly concerned. So, but definitely I'm gonna go for a day one kind of purchase. But then I'm just worried that they're gonna be spoiling that whatever that they build up. And then if you guys notice, I mean, the latest news that we saw on the net like a couple of hours ago, apparently they had pushback on the pre-order date. I mean,
Oh
after
yeah, I saw
the
it. I
big
just saw
noise
it.
that
I just saw it.
yeah, I guess of course I'm not sure whether this how does this correlate with whatever noise that has been happening around. So everyone has been complaining about the price kind of stuff. Uh, and I think I've heard someone sharing that even the PR team is a bit panicking when they are hearing this kind of noise, and then this pushback on the pre-order kind of thing might be one of the effect that they realize that something needs to be fixed here. I'm not saying that ambassador program would be the best way, but then yeah, they need to be really tread this carefully because it's gonna be very tricky. And as I've shared in our chat a bit earlier, so I think with this price, right, PS5 wouldn't be. Uh, I mean, it's gonna look on gonna look good on PS5 because you could just gonna add like that $50 to just be able to get a PS5, right? So, in that kind of context, right, it does brings out the options a bit more to the consumer, right? But of course, when previously when we predicted the price, it's not. I mean, 450 is not like a impossible kind of. I mean, some of us predicted that that would be the range, but then again, I'm just saying it for the sake of whatever brand that they have built. So 450 is a bit pricey, and I know they are going. I mean, it does feel that Nintendo is really going through whatever iPhone is doing. I mean, I think they want to go through that route. It feels that they want to put it the exclusive, the premium kind of uh, uh, thing market share for this. Uh, yeah, I'm not surprised if there'll be some minor kind of change, not on the pricing maybe, but they'll be just trying to cushion this with some other stuff like additional. I mean, ambassador program is one of those things that they could do, but of course, right now they need to react to this because the noise is pretty. I do see. I've been putting up forums, even articles, kind of stuff. I mean, it's definitely something that's need to be handled properly with care, so that it would not spoil the branding that they have developed with Switch. So yeah, they need to be careful about this. So, but of course, I personally think with the launch title, I mean, it's Mario Kart is a big game. You would know that they understand that this is one of the biggest franchise. I mean, you're looking at Mario Kart Deluxe being top 10 like until the end of Switch kind of life cycle. I mean, that's just saying something. It's a game that comes way back from the Wii U kind of generation, but then it'll still be able to be in top 10 sales kind of. So they know that Mario Kart has the market to deliver those, which is why I think that extra $10 is something that they are pushing it, and I know it's still gonna sell, but yeah, just make sure that they can tread this carefully. Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Before we move on to the last part, right, where I see a lot of discussion online as well, and I can summarize that, right. Although they do think that the console itself is higher, right, but they actually find that the problem is not on the console price, but mainly on the game price,
Software.
which I find maybe they can try to mitigate the impact, right. But hopefully later on, right, they can show more of the pricing of the other games. Because I thought I saw what's it called, the Bravely Default 1 remaster. I thought that one was
Yeah.
$40 only. So if they can actually show more games that actually is, lower price, like Bravely Default $40, then I think the $80, $70 thing could be easier to be stomach. I just feel that they just need to show more example of the pricing that's like $60, the usual price and below. I feel like that's all they need, because right now we only have a few games that show the pricing, right? We have Mario Kart World, which is $80. We have like Donkey Kong Bonanza is 70. There's other 60 USD $60 games as well. So maybe if, as long as more prices, if it is revealed, then they might be able to soften up the impact. I don't know, because I think this kind of thing just needs more time lah, and I'm not sure it's a good idea, but maybe the PR team is just banking on. I show you guys, blasting you guys with all these kind of games that's coming up, and then hopefully slowly as the prices come out, maybe it just shows you guys that, hey, 60, 80 and 70 is not the norm. There's still a lot of games that's still 60 like per normal. I'm thinking like that lah. Alright. But we'll see. We'll see. Hopefully they don't screw us up with 3,000 plus ringgit console. Because I feel like that's not very, it's a bit, that's stretching a bit too much already. Alright. The last thing I want to move on is just a quick one. Adri and I actually already given it a grading. I am grading it A. Adri, I think you grade the console as
A.
S. Is it A, right?
The S of the game.
As other games, he gave two different
Yep.
gradings. So I'll do
Correct.
the same thing with Reese and Zerg. So let's conclude with this one. Reese, what do you think? You can go with an overall, or you can go with like what Adri did, console and console one grade, and then games one grade.
Mhm.
Okay, cool. I think the presentation as a whole for me is an S. I think one of the best presentation, and then the way that they know how to manage the perception kind of stuff. I mean, they're not talking about the technical kind of stuff. I think the most nerdiest kind of stuff that they were sharing was that like 120 FPS kind of thing. That's just about it.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
was
yeah.
funny
The
actually
rest,
to see.
yeah, 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 exactly. So they try to make it very casual. They try to make it that everyone can understand it. So and then of course the console itself, it's it does. I mean, as we have been talking in the earlier session, it does look very premium, and then it looks slick, and it's definitely a grown-up Switch kind of
Yeah,
vibe that you.
correct.
Yeah. And I love it. And I think I'm one of the reasons that I thought it was one of the best presentation, because they finally we got that audio jack here. Finally we got it. So
Yeah, it's just I find it's the small things that they add, right?
yeah,
That is
yeah,
actually like
exactly.
really good, you know.
Yeah.
3D audio
Correct,
and
correct.
stuff is like I actually really appreciate that. I really do. I really do.
Yeah, exactly. I really do. Exactly. I've been having a lot of trouble playing with Wii U, which with wanted to play with my headset kind of stuff. So yeah, and whenever I play PS Sony games, right, those headset jack is definitely something that I really appreciate, kind of stuff. So and finally we're getting that for Switch too. So as for the software, I'm gonna give it another S as well, because I love the games. I mean, Donkey Kong was a surprise. Of course, I would expect. Initially, I thought it was gonna be Mario, but okay, I can take it. So
Yeah,
I'm open. Yeah, so I
that
think
was a good surprise.
yeah, I get it's a good surprise. And then of course, Silk Song. I'm so excited for that game.
I think it's just
Uh,
there for the sake of it being there only, but whatever.
they give a year. Finally, they give a year
Is it?
2025. So
Okay.
Yeah. They gave a year,
so
Alright. I guess better
I'm
which
than
is
very
nothing.
this year.
excited. And then of course Metroid. Of course, Metroid Prime is a Switch game. So we got to know about that last week, for the last Switch presentation, right? But I saw the Treehouse, and I'm excited for that game. So yeah, I think this is one of the best presentation from Nintendo, and with whatever leak that we got like a couple of months ago, this still was able to deliver it at the presentation. Yeah, so I love this.
Okay. Cool. Last we have Zerg.
I will give it an A for the console.
Hmm.
I am not really crazy about the games in terms of what they are revealing. Yes, the game is good, some of them, but yeah, probably I'm gonna give it a B, because I'm not really hyped with
Rising.
yeah, B for boy. So
Sure, we
in
all
a
know that.
way,
We all know that. Water is wet, yes. Okay. You
yeah,
don't
because I'm not really a Mario Kart guy. I do
Okay.
play Mario Kart, but the open world thingy, I think it would take a lot of hours for you to really finish it. So yeah, so unless you really want to play that game only, so I think you need time to explore everything, right? And of course, they're gonna be DLC whatsoever. So the first party game from Nintendo gonna be very difficult for you to get the discounted price. So I'm excited for Metroid because of that mouse thingy. I really want to
Yeah.
try that mouse
Damn.
thingy function,
Good.
which is why I am so hyped with the 120 FPS. I hope the Final Fantasy game is not that expensive. I think I'm gonna go for that as well. But if it is not good,
Okay.
if it is not good, I'm okay with it, because Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth even has a problem with PS5.
Oh, is it?
So
Okay.
yeah, the initial one.
Oh
So,
yeah. Okay.
I'm sure it would take like different patches for you to get a good out of it. So yeah, hopefully the price not gonna be expensive. That's my only concern because yeah, I'm sure Impulse gonna increase the price for sure. But we're lucky in Malaysia, our second-hand price is so cheap. I've been probably travel all around the world looking for a second-hand price of the game. I think in comparison to Malaysia, we can get a good price out of it. So we're quite lucky here compared to the rest of the world. So yeah, that's me.
All right. That's pretty much our take on our rundown on the Nintendo Switch 2. Oh man, I think this is one of the. I think it's been very long since we have a very long podcast like this. So I want to really thank
True,
our
correct.
friends here, Adri, Reese, and Zerk for covering this thing. I really hope this will finally open up the gate. Maybe every few weeks we will finally see like more developers that actually will announce, games that has a Nintendo Switch 2 logo next to it. This is what I'm really excited about. Like we finally get to see that no more where is this game coming to Switch 2? Is this game coming to Switch 2?
Quite
I'm
correct.
sure there will be. I'm sure there will be. But at least there'll be more games that will have that lah. Right? So yeah. So that's pretty much it. So thank you so much and we will see you again next week. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.